And according to YouTube, we are live. Never believe what YouTube says, but apparently we are live. Hello everyone, how are we doing? How's the video? How is the audio? And most importantly, how are all of you? How's everyone doing on this Friday? I never thought I'd say that in all the years, but yeah, Friday. I'm actually excited. I have plans this weekend. My plans are to do absolutely nothing. But first we've got to get a build out the way. My glamorous assistant, Brandon, is somewhere trying to find bits and bobs to make this live stream happen. So, yeah. How is everyone? Yeah. So, how's the video? How's the audio? Let's get that out of the way. And how is everyone doing? Never say it again. It's because I said Friday. What's wrong with Friday? It makes me feel at least 3 years younger.
It's also not a word.
Say it several times more. So yeah, hopefully the video's good and hopefully the audio's good. I'll just wait for some confirmation. Video, audio's good. AV all good here. Happy days. So yeah, it's been, when was the last one that we did live stream?
3 weeks ago?
Was it 3 weeks ago?
Oh,
2 or 3 weeks ago. So yeah, about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Now, when it comes to the chat, we have got it. You get different modes. So normal latency, low latency, ultra low. We've gone with low, which it's like that middle ground of balance of quality, but also being able to keep up with the chat. Ultra low does admittedly give you, much, much better quality, but there's about, 25 seconds between what we can see on the chat and us actually responding. So.
Yeah, it's a losing battle in terms of having conversation.
It is, yeah. So I will try and keep up with the chat as much as I physically can. Brandon's going to do most of the building. I like to think that eTeknix is an equal opportunities business where people can learn on the job. So, yeah, you can learn how to build a computer.
Again.
Exactly that. So, yeah, before this we did actually have a Patreon stream. Patreon stream is just generally where we check things like the video and audio, just to make sure they're all good, chew the fat and things like that. If you want to join up to Patreon and help support us, as well as, get tons of exclusive benefits like the Patreon live streams, bi-weekly game nights. We're doing a meetup in August where you get to come to the eTeknix offices. We've actually got 3 offices here, studio, a stock room and an office. We go camping in a field, we have lots of fun, we drink, all that kind of good stuff. And it helps support us like you wouldn't believe. The link, I'm hoping, will be put into the chat any second now by one of my moderators. So there's that. Today is all about NZXT. I guess when it comes to a live stream, we always want to make it so there's a purpose, right? It's not just we're building a PC for the sake of building a PC. There has to be a bit of a message behind it. So we've done one, that's like mini ITX for, those who are, limited with space and stuff like that. We tried to do ones that are based on a certain budget. This one is kind of pretty high end, I'd say.
It's going pretty all out.
Yeah, so we've got a 14900K. We haven't got the KS, sadly. And that would probably warm the room up quite nicely, even though it is quite warm in here anyway. You can tell warm. Spring is on its way. But yeah, 14900K and a 4080 Super. We could have gone 4090, but I think it's one of them graphics cards that's just in its own realm. And to me, it's not. I always said it's not a consumer-based graphics card. It's a Titan in all but name.
Yeah.
And you can game on it, but. For those who are doing workstation stuff, productivity, that's where a 4090 comes in. 4080 Super is the best graphics card, consumer graphics card from NVIDIA. And I want to make that clear, from NVIDIA. Don't hate me, AMD fanboys and stuff like that, but yeah. Link is in the chat for Patreon if you want to support us. Also, like I say, I'll try and keep up with the chat as much as I physically can. But if you want us to make a song and dance about your comment, you can do a super chat as well. That helps support us and everything as well. So, we are going all NZXT. It's quite nice, actually. NZXT are slowly becoming one of them brands who kind of fulfills more of the ecosystem than most brands, isn't it? You've got other brands, they make cases, power supplies, coolers. Most manufacturers who make one of them products generally makes the other two. It's quite sensible, I guess, in that. But NZXT have taken it one step further because they have a motherboard. Admittedly, it's not made by them, it's made by ASRock, but it's to their specification. They've got, streaming gear, they've got peripherals, so there's kind of a bit of everything. So we have tried to make this as much NZXT as possible, which I'm quite brand allegiant. You've probably learned that over sort of the years of working with me, right? If I'm going to use a brand of motherboard, I like to use the same brand graphics card. Sadly, NZXT don't make graphics cards, so we're kind of out of luck on that one. But we've got some pretty cool stuff, I think.
I'm just looking around. I think there is 4 things that we have that aren't NZXT.
Graphics card, memory, SSD, processor.
All things they don't make.
Yeah. So other than that, everything else is NZXT. There is going to be RGB because, as we all know, RGB makes everything faster, better, harder, stronger.
I get that.
Yeah, there you go. I think that's the right order, right? Harder, better, faster, stronger. Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to go all NZXT. And then at the end of this, we will be giving the case away. And I'm quite sad about that because I've had a little glimpse at the case, and it is actually quite a nice looking case.
It's unique for sure.
It is, yeah. So I can see the design choices. It's very similar in some aspects to like the H9 and other cases that are on the market, but there's still some uniqueness to it as well. Which, as far as I know, and I don't know if I can say this, but NZXT may or may not, that's how I get away with it, may or may not have some cases coming up that potentially use the same design ethos as this. So we might actually see bigger versions, smaller versions and stuff of this case.
I mean, it seems to be the way forward for many brands, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This fishbowl design.
Yeah, exactly. Where you can sort of see straight in from multiple angles and things like that. So, yeah. All NZXT, yep. So NZXT case, cooler, fans. We've even got a headset, motherboard, power supply, microphone, capture card. Yeah, so there's like 8 different NZXT things, I think, something like that. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a good one. In my room, I have an NZXT H7 Flow, H500 and S340. I think he's got more NZXT cases than I have. So yeah, we'll get this show on the road. Where do you want to start? Should we start with where I normally would?
I think we should.
Yeah, okay. So we've got a handy dandy eTeknix PC maintenance toolkit. Everything you need to build, maintain and repair your PC. We sell them over on store.eteknix.com, and if Jacob or Squall could put that into the chat, that would be great. Goldberg, afternoon, how are we doing? Nice to see you. We also have our typical main camera in front of us, so you can see everything, but then we also have the overhead, just so you can see things a little bit clearer when it comes to building. Obviously, focus is kind of down here once the case is in. We might lose a little bit of focus, but we'll try and muddle on through. Then we also have the split, so you can still see us and still see the product in the corner, and then the other way round. So, yeah. Motherboard. Actually, let's go with that one. So, motherboard. Yeah. N7Z790.
Yeah.
The case is white. I'll be honest from the start. We're going for kind of like a monochrome look, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going for black and white.
Yeah. But the funny thing is, NZXT do make cases that are black and white.
Yeah, so it works.
Yeah, like we use all NZXT cases for all of our test benches. So one of them, which is our memory and storage test bench, has actually got black glass and...
I think it's
got inside black.
The internals are black and the outside is white,
and then it's like smoked glass. So we're going with something similar. We know that it works. Sometimes it comes down to what parts we have available here. We didn't have as many white fans as what we needed. We didn't have one of the new Kraken coolers in white. We only had it in black. We've got the older ones in white, but so yeah, that was kind of our design choices and stuff. So yeah, so this is a motherboard Z790, latest chipset from Intel. We're going to put a 14900K in there, so straight away we're off to a good start.
Yeah, to be perfectly honest, this is a lie. This is here for demonstration purposes. It's not in here.
We've already got the motherboard out because we were looking at potentially flashing the BIOS when we did our Patreon live stream. We have got everything on the USB ready for that. But here's the motherboard. So some people I get, they don't like this. Other people absolutely adore it.
What do you mean, just the
armor and stuff like that? I really like it.
It's clean.
It's very,
like
very clean.
The cleanest looking motherboard you can really get, aside from maybe MSI. What is it? Unify? Is it?
Yeah. Although saying that, there was Gigabyte, and we're talking like stupidly high end, but Gigabyte had the extreme range of motherboards, and it actually had all of the connectors at a right angle on the side, and then the ones down here that had like little bits to take off, so you only kind of showed the connectors that you wanted, and then obviously you'd plug a cable into it anyway. But this is kind of 3/4 of the way there.
Yeah.
But is a lot cheaper as well.
I almost wonder if NZXT will pick up on the reverse layout thing.
Yeah, so we have got a live stream coming up potentially. It's probably going to be next week, where we're doing a Project Zero with MSI, and we are going to have yeah, everything where the connectors are on the back and stuff like that. But no, I really like this. So 14900K. Yeah, let's put it in.
It's a nice CPU. This.
It is. Right, let me have a little look at the chat. What else have we got? Damn, this is going to be sweet. I think it is, yeah. Going to look amazing. I think it's going to look really, really clean. And I guess that's the kind of look we're going with, especially where we're building this as a gaming streaming PC. And I think, you know, if you've got your camera on and stuff like that, you could have your PC off to the side and still sort of see it, but it'll be nice and clean, like on a stream and stuff. Does that cause more heating though? So talking about this, no, not really. I mean, you've got this NZXT cover here.
It's kind of designed for the opposite, isn't it?
Yeah. So with the NZXT cover, you take that off, and then you have got a large heatsink underneath for your M.2, which Brandon is getting to now. You've got another one that pulls off here. I mean, this is just ABS injection molded plastic. But yeah, the main parts where the M.2 is metal. Underneath here is, I guess, a mixed material, but it does have thermal dissipation properties. And then you've got another one down here. Again, this is injection molded ABS plastic. But yeah, some of it is metal, some of it is plastic. But yeah, I don't think there's any issues with sort of, you know, heat dissipation or anything like that. Like you say, it's kind of the opposite.
Yeah. And speaking of our M.2, we've got a Clevcrass C930.
Yep.
It's a
2 terabyte.
very nice processor. It's not Gen 5, but I mean, I don't think this is...
It's still quick though. I mean, it's still... What is it? It's Gen 4 by 4. Yeah, so we're still getting the 2 terabyte. I don't know why. They've actually listed the 1 terabyte and the 2 terabyte, but they have exactly... Oh no, they're slightly different speeds. So we've got the faster one. The 2 terabyte is 7,400 megabytes a second on the sequential read and 6,800 megabytes a second on the sequential write. So a very, very fast drive. And I think even though you have got Gen 5...
We're not at a point
where for a gamer
Gen 5,
and a streamer, it's not going to matter.
We're not at a point yet where Gen 5 really makes that big of a difference.
No.
So like at the moment, there's not really any reason to spend the money unless you're trying to future-proof yourself.
I think Gen 5, the only people who are ever going to benefit for like Gen 5 is people like us, content creators, where we're using, for anyone who doesn't know, we use Blackmagic cameras. We have 2 Blackmagic Pocket 6Ks, which is still the most hilarious name ever. Yeah, one of them's up here, one of them's over there.
There's one on tripod, and then we've got a 12K,
12K
which is our main camera here.
Yeah, so I always love the name of these ones, the Pocket 6K. I don't know how big your pockets are, but it's not fitting in. And then the 12K is actually called the Ursa Mini.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the Ursa Mini 12K. It's like, what's the full-size one like?
I mean, I suppose maybe it is mini for a 12K camera, but like, geez.
Yeah, it's pretty hefty. But yeah, we're working with Blackmagic RAW footage, 12K resolution. Admittedly, we shoot at 8K because 12K is ridiculous. If we did at 12K with no compression, then you are talking 1 terabyte of footage is about 9 minutes. So we would just go through storage like crazy. And we have multiple NAS in the office as well. And yeah, we just go through them like crazy. Yeah, and by the way, this M.2, we haven't used the included heatsink. It does come included. And what I actually like is they don't pre-attach it.
Yeah.
Because the majority of people aren't going to use it. The people who are going to use it is someone with an older motherboard that didn't have heat sinks and stuff like that, or a cheaper motherboard.
Yeah, or a more budget one where they can take advantage of the speed, but they don't have any of the shielding.
Yeah, I mean, a motherboard is never going to give you, you know, huge uplifts in performance or anything like that. So if you're faced with a choice of do I upgrade my motherboard or do I go with a faster drive, you're going to notice more of a difference by upgrading to this than you would changing your motherboard. So there is that. So yeah, Clev, I tell you, we've only worked with Clev for a couple of years. They're a Taiwanese-based company, from what I know, but yeah, they're very, very good. Their products are like, I'd say premium quality, but without the premium price.
Yeah, we've been very impressed with Clev recently, especially when it comes to
memory.
Our memory. Look at that for a segue. We've got the Clevcrass. Is it V or is it 5?
I think it's Crass V.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think it's a Roman numeral thing.
Okay. I like Roman numerals.
Yeah.
RGB DDR5, 7600. It's pretty damn fast.
It is, yeah. I mean, luckily we are using Intel, so we can get away with, you know, the fastest speed that we need. So 7600 megahertz. If it was AMD, I'd be more inclined to go like 6000 megahertz, CAS latency 30, which is exactly what we have in our GPU test bench to really give you that sweet spot. All to do with obviously the memory clock and the ratio that it sits at.
That will save you a little bit of money too, by the way.
It will, yeah. I mean, you will save money on that. Although, I mean, going to 6,000 will save you money, but then going for the tighter timing, that will go back up a little bit again,
Yeah.
but nowhere near to the same levels as like
It's-
a really fast kit.
It's cheaper, but it doesn't really matter.
So
Look at that, though.
I saw a couple of people talking about the memory actually. First of all, Gabriel, how are we doing? Hi there. It dissipates it for more even cooling. Clev finally being represented. So we've actually used Clev in probably our last 2, maybe 3 live streams.
I don't know about 2. I think we used Corsair on the last one.
Okay,
because
no,
it was
the
a
one
Corsair
before that, and I think the one before that. So at
I
least,
think our last NZXT one we used this exact memory.
yeah, I think 2 out of the last like 4 live streams we've used Clev memory and or the Clev SSD as well.
I think we've used the Clev SSDs in the last all of the live streams.
Yeah, yeah.
Except for one, maybe.
Yeah, but yeah, that's just a testament to kind of what we actually think of it. This memory, when it came in, the first time I saw it, I'll be honest, I was like, okay, this is impressive. It just feels and looks premium. I mean, we actually had to take the heat spreader off when we did a review on it, which is over on eTeknix.com.
That's actually the one I'm holding right now.
Okay, can you tell?
Only if you're looking under it.
Okay. It was not easy to take off. I had to get, I don't even know where it is, somewhere. I had to get a heat gun that I normally use for bending tubing for custom loop water cooling.
The box is down there.
It's probably in the box. It is. So yeah, I had to get this and basically heat the memory up over it just to pry it apart. It was stuck on there with the most intense adhesive I've ever felt.
It's like, how would you just? It's like if double-sided tape had
Double-sided tape on it.
had like a gorilla glue resin epoxy type strength.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It really, really was. I heated it up and it was better, but it like hurt my nails. My fingers were like, ow, after.
we
We
broke
actually
a
broke
tool.
the thing. Yeah. So you know when you buy the mobile phone like what repair kits, I guess.
Yeah, that
and
kind
you
of
get
thing.
like it looks like a plectrum with like different thickness edges on it. You get like a little prying tool.
The one with the handle with like the little.
Yeah, it's like a
hook.
little hook. I snapped that 3 times, I think.
It snapped into 3 pieces.
Oh, okay. So I snapped it twice. But yeah, it was absolutely ridiculous. But this memory, as soon as I saw it, I said, like, this is quality stuff. You could just tell by the way that it looked, tell by the way that it felt. Then we turned it on, and it was like,
Ooh.
okay.
Yeah.
I could probably be as bold as to say this is the best looking memory. Yeah, I'll probably be as bold to say this is the best looking memory off and on that I've ever seen.
Do you remember what I said when you pulled it out the box?
No.
I said, visual based just on visuals. That's the memory I'm buying when I
Oh,
upgrade.
yeah.
Because it's exactly my kind of aesthetic. It's just matte grayscale. This is exactly what I like. Can you tell?
Yeah, it's got like this grey bit on the top and then it's sort of like a black. I actually thought that was going to be really bad for fingerprints, but it's not that bad. It is going to have a few fingerprints because it's like a matte material. But
You can't see it too well. If I get it in the light, you can.
if you go like that, you might be able to hold it up and sort of get a general sense.
There is just a little Crass V RGB logo
But
here.
even the
that's
logo,
silver.
like this is an embossed.
Yeah, like something about that even just kind of.
Shouts premium.
You look at it and you're like, you would expect that to be off-putting, but no, it kind of adds to it.
Yeah, but yeah, when you see it lit up and everything, and when we actually come to finishing the build and turn it on, I'll probably turn the lights down and you'll be able to really sort of see. Maybe we'll like zoom in on the camera and stuff like that, but you will really see how good it looks. And because when it's off, it does have this kind of stealthy look to it, fits in perfectly with the motherboard. So yeah, it's really, really good.
I really like a PC build that when it's on, it looks really nice. It's all lit up and it's all custom, and when it's off, it completely just disappears.
Yeah, sort of just blends inside of the case and it's just like gone.
Yeah.
No, I get that. So yeah, someone said Clev finally being represented. Yep, those covers don't stop the natural airflow of the case to do his work on the Mobo. Yeah, no, the covers on the motherboard don't do anything in terms of stopping heat from dissipating or anything like that. If anything, they actually do help.
Yeah, there is a bit of a weird propaganda around it, isn't it? Someone must have said, I don't like it, and then given reasons, but had no real proof.
Yeah.
They just didn't like it.
Yep.
And then people went, oh, you're a trustworthy figure. I guess it must be true.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I can think it was.
Yeah, maybe. I love their Crass VRGB black DDR5 RAM. Ta-da! So yeah, wanted to get that RAM. Excited to see how the LED strips look. You're going to be really, really like amazed at how good it looks. I have the white version.
There's a white version?
Yeah, 7200 megahertz, and it was $110 for 2 times 16 gig. I mean, that's affordable. Like, that is, right in the mix with probably, the big guns, Corsair and XBG and, those sort of brands. So, yeah, I think Clever going to do, like, big, bold things this year, just based on what I've seen from them and how good the products are and stuff like that.
I'm still slightly caught up on the fact that there's a white one. I had no idea. I'm really curious as to how that looks now.
Yeah, it would look good. What else we got? Breaking a spudger is impressive. I'm guessing that's a technical name for it. Spudger. Talking about little prying.
I don't know if it was a spudger necessarily.
Oh, okay. If you don't mind, guys, later on, can we make it white only on the RAM LEDs? Really want to see how they look in white. I think they go white as soon as you turn it on, and then it's only when you get into Windows that it kind of like changes. But we'll see, and we'll be able to.
Hopefully, we can get that.
Yeah, we'll get NZXT cam on there because we're going to need that to control the RGB on.
Does that control the memory?
Should do.
If it doesn't, we can always try to use the Windows lighting feature thing.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. So don't worry.
We'll do something.
Yeah. So by good looking, you mean RGB wise? I mean, even without the RGB, it still looks great.
Just in general.
Yeah, lots of slots on that board. Yeah, so we have X16. This is a shielded armored one. Then we've got X1, X16, X1, X16. The bottom one runs at X4. That one runs at X4. And then, the two X1s run at X1. I'm guessing if you populate... that's going to be fine. So X16, X4, X4. Who needs that many slots? I don't know. But like I say, this is pretty high end, but still quite affordable in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, and there's not going to be any bandwidth loss with the addition of a capture card or anything.
No. Someone said father-son. I'm guessing they're talking about us, and no. If I was to have him as my son, I would have been 13 years old when I had him. So, no. I have got a son. My son is 10. No, my son is... How old is my son? 10 or 11? I'm actually forgetting now. 10. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know the age of any of my siblings. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. Let's talk about the cooler. Let's get it on here. I'll leave the motherboard to one side.
We have the Kraken Elite 360 RGB. I'll move it down so it's a bit better in shot.
Yeah.
There we go.
So I'm going to be honest. I'm still completely confused with their naming structure because we've had the Krakens, we've had the Kraken Elites. Then there's, I think they call it the Kraken Base, but they just call it the Kraken, which is the same name as the old one. Basically, they improved the screen and stuff, so I think they've now, they're phasing out the older ones, and then they've just got the Base and the Elite, and then that is it.
Yeah, it does get a bit confusing, though.
Yeah, but the Elite has, full RGB, a great big screen. The Base has got, like, a smaller screen on it, and then I think they do that in RGB or not RGB. And I think it did the same on this as well. You can get it in black or white. This particular one is black, yeah?
Yeah, I mean... Cool. I think NZXT didn't used to do it so much. They used to have like a little sticker that said what color your thing is, but with their newer stuff, it just shows the color of the product.
Yeah, because I think the white one before still had a black one on it, and then it just had a sticker that said white.
Yeah,
which was a little bit confusing. But you still see it. But...
You can't blame them for saving manufacturing costs in that tiny way, though. Really, as long as it says somewhere what it is, it doesn't really matter.
Completely. What else we got? 5090 upgrade proof. 5090? What is this 5090 that you speak of? There you go, there's a hub.
I don't know if we need that for these ones.
It's the only thing with RGB, you got to like figure out how many hubs you're going to need based on how many fans you're going to need and kind of all that good stuff. So
all a pain in the bum.
Yeah, so we'll figure all that out. Tech Deals of UK.
Whoa.
Tech Deals. Is that the guy who does it with his wife?
I've got no
idea.
idea.
Is that someone else? I don't know. I don't watch a lot of other like YouTubers.
Not got time.
I don't have time. Yeah, when you're creating your own content, it's really difficult to actually watch other content. Probably the main ones that I would watch are more on the technical side of things, so Hardware Unboxed and ones like that, basically.
I mean, it helps that you're just mates with Steve from Hardware Unboxed.
Yeah, so I talk to him sort of on a every other day kind of basis, sort of thing. All that kind of stuff. So that helps. You know what? NZXT should have built a borderless LCD screen. I don't know how well that would work. I mean, it would probably be quite expensive because the matrix, the actual LCD screen would have to be quite thick to make it durable as well.
I mean, you said borderless LCD and my brain just immediately thought of the liquid crystal was spilling out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just like, right, turn it on. Blip.
Oh, no.
Richard Stiles, I have that cooler. Do you? I don't think you do, because when I built your one, it was before this one. This one's slightly different. They've improved the radiator, improved the pump, bigger screen, but yours is very, very similar.
It's like the Pro model of yours, I think, would be a good description.
The Elite model of his, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't.
Please in the name.
I don't like the word elite because it makes me think of like Halo and stuff.
Oh, okay. What else have we got?
So.
Yes, and so okay, so yeah, I think Tech Deals is the guy who he sits there on stream with his wife and yeah, apparently his son as well. So love the small screen on that pump. It's really that one is actually really, really good quality. So yeah. So what Brandon's doing now is just what we're trying to do is prepare the motherboard as physically as much as we can. So we've got the motherboard, we've got the SSD in there, we've got the memory in there, the processor. It's just a lot easier if you can put the bracket. Not every CPU cooler is going to have this, depending on if you're using AMD or Intel. You may actually use the existing like retention bracket and things like that. But on Intel, it's just easier doing this when you have the space instead of trying to do it in kind of inside the case and stuff.
Sorry you can't really see what I'm doing, but it's really hard to screw this in and be visible.
Stop getting your hands in the way.
I'm not getting my hands in the way.
I used to watch Tech Tester, but turns out she's married. So I actually know Nada and her husband Stefan as well. So yeah, good guys. Normally see them at shows like Consumer Electronics Show and Computex, which we are in the process of going through all the Computex stuff. We will have a lot of content when it comes to Computex. We're actually going to China, and then we're going to be going to Taiwan for Computex after. So we're going to be out the country for about 2 weeks. So we're doing a trip to China to go and see some brands. So we're going to go see Deepcool and Valkyrie. Then we're going to be going to Taiwan, and there we will be seeing the likes of NZXT. We'll be seeing Clev, probably Intel, Nvidia, all the big brands and that. So definitely make sure you're subscribed because we're going to have a lot of content on here. We're going to do short content, obviously YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Facebook Reels, and they'll be on Twitter as well. And then on the website, eTeknix.com, there'll be tons of articles. We're going to actually build a gallery on there that every time we take pictures of like a booth or a suite, all the products and stuff, we're going to upload it straight to the website so you can see all the pictures literally 5-10 minutes after we've taken them. So yeah, and your first time in Asia.
Yeah, it will be.
So yeah,
and the behind the scenes, the plan for the trip is so convoluted and kind of all over the place. So what I might do is just try to keep my phone out whenever I can and just be filming, and then maybe I'll try my best to get a Patreon only behind the scenes traveling
vlog.
Call it a vlog.
Yeah.
Just
I actually did that one year, so I have to show you the video.
Okay.
It was pre-COVID, so 5-6 years.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, we did like a vlog and that we like attached it to the trolley as we're like wheeling the stuff in. Yeah, that was quite cool.
Yeah, like I'll try to do that kind of thing because we're going to spend a lot of time traveling.
Yeah.
So there's no point wasting that sitting in an airport when we could pull a phone out and get something.
Yeah, I might treat that more, I don't know, shorts or something like that. I don't know if I put it on the main channel. Oh yeah, like you say, Patreon
just
only.
A patron vlog is what I think it would be best as, because then we can be less careful.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when you're traveling, you're going to be tired. You're going to
swear.
Be all like, ugh.
Yeah.
So I think it makes more sense for it to be that kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. So I think we should get the case up.
I think we
should move this off to the side.
I'm going to move this off.
Probably get the fans in place so that we know kind of what's going on with that, where the AIO is going to go, then get the motherboard in.
Yeah, the fans are actually an interesting point. We will come on to why in a moment after I've moved this stuff.
Yeah, so when we do that vlog and that, we are going to do other exclusive, like behind the scenes stuff at Computex. So if you are signed up to Patreon, you'll see that before the general public. Again, if you want to help support us in that and get all those cool little benefits, you can over at patreon.com/eTeknix.
How many hotels are we going to be having?
Lots. So we've got one in Shenzhen, one in Beijing. One in Beijing, 2 in Shenzhen, and 1 in Taipei. 4 hotels.
Oh my god.
So yeah.
And I actually this is a genuine question. Not that the other one wasn't a genuine question.
That's heavy.
It's surprisingly heavy. But a genuine question. How many? Are there any rules on filming on any of the flights in any of these countries? Because I know some countries don't like you filming on the planes.
No, not that I know of. But we'll look into all that anyway. So
okay.
So this is the H6. I think this is just called H6, right?
It is.
because they changed all their naming structure that they had.
This is the Flow.
This is the Flow RGB.
Yes.
Yes. So this comes with 3 fans, and the most unique thing about this,
You can't even see them because of the angle.
is this. So we've seen other cases where it's got like a piece of glass there. They've actually done it the other side, and they've put fans in, and we're going to take them fans out.
Yes, we are. We're going to replace them with the black ones that we have.
Yeah, so we've got black ones, again, going for that kind of monochrome look, but you have got, obviously, no A-pillar. So, the glass just meets in the corner.
There's some styrofoam in
There is, I saw that. The best thing that I love about cases like this is we can literally strip it down. By the way, you have got captive screws as well. Nice little touch.
See,
But we can strip this down as much as physically possible.
I'll see if you noticed something I noticed about it when I took it apart a little bit yesterday.
Okay. So captive screw on that side. We have also got like a full... It's more than half, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So probably, 60%? Just ventilation, which is quite nice.
That's actually the bit I noticed something on.
There's no magnetic dust filter bit.
I think that's on all of it. There is no dust filters. It is all just because how fine the holes are on this mesh, I guess.
Yeah, normally you'd have something that's like thicker or bigger holes, and then there'd be a inside magnetic mesh which is finer, whereas this is already fine, so
Yeah.
you couldn't really make it any finer.
It's
Probably helps cut down on cost as well.
Yeah, and I personally like that more. It keeps things a bit tidier looking.
Yeah, no, I like this. Then we've got the top, which just pushes off from the back. And again,
Have you ever seen
majority of
a
that.
top panel in that shape?
No, it's quite unique.
It's an SD card.
It is a little bit, to be fair, yeah. Yeah, no, I get that. This gives you, and if I change over to this view, you can see this gives you obviously access to the top. We've got access through the side as well. This is where you can put your radiator, so you've got a 360. That's the dust filter that Brandon's just taken off.
Yeah, I was like, does that come off? And it
Get
does.
access to these fans.
That is nothing but filter.
Yeah. And it's got a small amount of subtle branding on it.
It does. I noticed some on this side you can't see.
Yeah, I'll turn that.
NZXT on a lot of their other cases had that kind of pillar thing.
Yeah.
And they've kind of implemented that into the design down here.
I quite like the
It's kind
grey,
of-
actually. It just kind of breaks things up a little bit. It's not just all white.
You need a little bit of an offset when it comes to white products because it can get a little bit tiring to look at.
Yep. You've also got, on this side, plenty of little Velcro loops for cable management. I'd probably be as bold to say NZXT have always put cable management at the forefront. I mean, they are a system builder as well.
Yeah,
So like a system integrator with their BLD stuff.
They have that mindset when designing their cases because they're designing something that their employees are going to have to use all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
they've always had like cable raceways or runs to put your cables, always kind of thought about that stuff. This technically is a dual chamber case, so your power supply is going to go in this side. You've got room for drives down here, which we're not going to need, so we could in theory remove that.
is that screwed in or is that just lift
I
up?
think it's screwed in, so I'll let you try and figure that out, and I will look at the chat. Let's have a look. What's the story behind your channel name? So I started it many moons ago, nearly 2 decades ago. Basically, I guess almost 20 years ago, it was one of them things of, this got all our screws and everything in. It was one of them things of, email and this and that. So it was kind of like, okay, I need to make it sound techie, so and then I was like, oh, techie, eTeknix. And it just kind of came from there. There was no real kind of story. It was just spitballing ideas and things. But before I started eTeknix, when I was about 16, I was running a website called Tech Arena. And I believe Tech Arena is actually a really big review website in India now. So
Oh, really?
yeah. Speaking of India, full support, bro. Love from India. So yeah, cheers, Moonlight.
Really clean little box, I just want to say. It's just a load of screw packages just nicely laid out and then your zip ties.
Do you know what I really like with cases? A lot of manufacturers are doing it now. The little plastic, how would you call them? Like compartmented case like things. You get like a little plastic thing with all the screws in.
Oh, yeah. It's like
a tackle box.
A mini screw box.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like that. So, yeah. Such a good looking case, but the H7 Elite is my baby. The thing is, I think, you know, between all of NZXT's cases, they've got like the H6, the H7, the H9, the H1. They're all so different.
There's something for everyone.
Yeah, they haven't just like taken a case and gone, we'll make this one bigger and make this one smaller. They've actually completely changed the design. It's not just the same thing, but bigger or smaller. Like this doesn't look like a H9, it doesn't look like a H7, and it doesn't look like a H1. None of them look alike. But they still have the same design principles, I guess.
Yeah, and
in how they do things. I mean, talking about ventilation, damn, that is just all ventilation.
If any of you noticed, every single one of these holes was transparent on the thumbnail for this exact stream, and
did you have to like cut out every?
I had to manually select every single one of these ventilation holes, including on the PCIe bracket things.
You know, I would have done that completely differently. I would have selected this, the actual metal, and then inverted it, and it would have selected all of them.
Well, I didn't know I could do that. So I just sat there, just went.
Yeah. But yeah, talking about this case, it is ATX. You probably could get eATX, couldn't you? Like, it would hang. It wouldn't be.
You could easily get eATX. There's nothing here that would stop you.
Yeah, let's say it's not supported. I don't think they, encourage it, but you could easily get away with a motherboard that has an overhang that side.
You know, one thing I actually had a question on is this bottom section.
Yep.
It looks like it's designed very specifically
for a radio?
Yeah.
Potentially.
But I don't think it could be, because where the fan screws are, I think it is just for 2 fans.
Don't know. Can someone have a look at the specs and have a look? See if you can actually fit a 240mm in there, because if I turn it over to this one, you can see.
I don't think it would fit.
There is like room here. It's recessed down. Looks like for fans, which I don't think NZXT make them yet, but I'm hoping they do. The ones with the reverse blades would be quite nice to see. But
I did check this before the stream.
Okay.
When I got this as a 120mm fan, we'll angle it kind of. Actually. Top down's probably the kind of see
it back.
This is a 120mm fan. When I put it down, there is no holes for it.
Okay, so it's only 140.
Yeah, only
so it's a 280.
But my thinking is that would come out a bit further, right? So that's got to be just for fans.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got these are like what 25mm thick. If you've got a 30mm radiator. That's going to be up there.
I'm talking about this way.
Oh, so the bulkhead of the of the rad.
I don't think it would fit, would it?
No.
Okay, so
damn it.
So what they've done is they've got this section that is
obviously
exclusively.
The fan would be up the other way for sort of intake, but yeah.
It's exclusively for 2 140 fans, so that they would sit really nice and flush in here, and just kind of become part of the floor of the case.
Yeah. Yeah, and you've actually got like room for the cable to sort of like tuck down under here, and then it comes kind of underneath this area.
I didn't even notice that. That is completely hollow under here. Yeah,
it's quite cool. I do like that, to be fair. Yeah, just 2 140mm fans. I would have maybe liked to have seen. I guess the easiest way would be, the AIO brackets that have like support for multiple things, where you can move the pin in for like socket whatever, whatever. They could have done something similar here and had it like 140 and then just like slide it along 120.
Actually, if we put that down, there's so much space they wouldn't have even needed to have done that. They could have just had another one.
Although the gap between might have ruined like the structural integrity. That's why maybe like an 8 shape kind of thing, like a figure of 8, so it like moves in, moves out.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not a case designer, so what do I know? What else have we got comment wise? Sorry, I actually missed quite a few comments. Like I say, if you do want to make sure your comment is definitely read, you can super chat us. That's the easiest way for it to literally come up and
To narrow what I'm doing, by the way, I'm just taking out these back fans and replacing them with the black ones. I'm doing the easy job first.
Yeah. I've built in the H6 Flow case. It's a joy to work with. To be fair, it looks, and like I say, I love the fact that you can get to everything. I believe this front panel comes out.
Probably.
We do need to take it out because there's bits of polystyrene
I can see. It's got screws on the top.
Yeah, so there's bits of polystyrene stuck in there from transportation and stuff. So, yeah, man, that's a pretty case. It is. I really like it. I think the black one would look really nice as well. Yeah, I'm not partial to black cases or white cases, but I think they would both look very, very nice, depending on what you're after.
It would definitely fit in whatever your aesthetic is and what kind of build you're going to go for. I don't know if there's I don't think there is a screw.
It's a bargain case, hence no magnetic filters. What is the price on it? Dollars, pounds, euros, whatever.
Am I doing this right?
Someone can let me know.
I don't know if I'm doing this right, and that scares me.
Yeah, just less convenient to remove and clean. What's up?
I just don't know if I'm doing this right, and it scares me.
Oh, okay. Is there any screws on the other side?
There is, but I don't know if they're for it. There's one here, but I don't know if that's for it.
I don't know.
I'll unscrew it. We'll find out.
Yeah. It's always, I think, more fun when I don't know everything about a case, because then you get to sort of, experience it for the first time on stream.
There is no more honest way to review a product than to discover it yourself, for yourself.
There's a screw here.
There's another screw here. What's that for?
Yeah, that screw definitely. Because I can see the way that the metal is kind of
I didn't notice that one.
Let's remind everyone, only the case is to be given away. Yep. The case is, there we go. And is there another screw?
I didn't see anything around there.
Is that still held in somehow?
There might be the screw at the bottom.
Maybe. But it seems like there's another one here somewhere.
I got another screw out.
That's for the fan. Yeah, because I can only move that bit. So you guys can't really see much right now, but
we're learning.
We are learning.
Is it?
Oh, there's a screw here. I think this whole panel maybe comes out with it.
Oh.
So yeah. So there is a little bit more to it. I built my PC last August in a Zeus AP201, B760M, 12400F, ARC A380, craving to upgrade to a 4070. Yeah, not a bad little spec though. There's still something holding it here.
Oh, it's slide up.
It slides up.
Okay. When you can see that, it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. So it's got like little, it's got like little notches on here.
Do you want to press overhead and then we can just?
So it's got like little notches on here, very much like the side panel, and that actually goes into these areas here, and then like pushes down, and then you've got a screw holding this in place. I believe it's probably just that screw and this screw.
There was some at the top here.
Oh, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are the bottom ones for this or not?
I haven't figured that out yet.
Okay. I don't think it is.
Yeah, I was trying to... No, there's no way it's for that.
No.
Looking at it now. Okay, so I'm going to put those back in.
Yep.
I don't know what they're for then.
I'm guessing to take out this little metal panel for whatever reason. Maybe spraying it and stuff like that. Modifications. So yeah. What else we got? Glad they got rid of the pillar. Definitely prefer this case to my Lian Li Evo. The pillarless design on the front is just dreamy. It is. It's really, really nice. And I love this other side bit with the fans. I think that's really, really cool. What else have we got? Yeah, so on here it does say that it supports ATX, MATX, and ITX. But I reckon you could get a eATX in there, but it wouldn't be technically supported.
I thought I lost a screw for a moment. No, it was under the case.
Oh, okay. Had my current case for 4 or 5 years. What have you got? Do you have like a physical PC store? We do not. You alright?
As I screwed this in, I realised this little plastic thing here that is like a little protector for the glass move.
2 secs. There was polystyrene in there.
Was it?
There was. Yeah. Not gonna lie, I would prefer that in super tower form. So basically you want like H9 but in the style of a H6. Makes sense. We need to take these fans out. Sorry, you need to take these fans out.
What would you call an H9 in the style of an H6?
No, I know where your head's going with it. No, I'm going to say the H96. I know you wasn't going that direction.
I'll let chat figure that out.
Yeah. What else have we got? Andy's house. Welcome to drop in anytime. You're really not.
Now, how are these held in? Is it just friction?
I'd worry about connecting the 24 pin with nothing supporting the rear. I mean, that would come through.
There we go.
I mean, you just have to sort of loop it round. I've done it before. It's not too much of an issue. I threw 2 140 mils in the bottom. Have we got 2 140s of those fans?
No.
Oh, okay.
We only have...
What, 120s?
120s, really? Yeah.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure we've got 140s in the other room.
Well,
on the shelf. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we do.
Okay. Do you want me to go check?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I will continue. I'll do some. I went to grab the pillar then to move the case.
But there is none.
I literally went like this to try and like grab it, but yeah, there's nothing there.
You saw it here live, folks.
Yep.
Are the keys in here? Did I put them on the chair over here?
Maybe.
No.
No.
Where did I put my keys?
I see. Okay. So yeah, I went to grab it, but yeah, clearly that's not going to work. What else have we got? NZXT site lists no radiator compatibility for the bottom. Okay, that's a shame. I think they could have made it a little bit bigger and sort of gone with that in mind. But I guess if this is an affordable case, how many people are going to be doing like custom loop and stuff? So Proto, welcome to the stream. Didn't get a notification. Right, NZXT 9H6. Yeah, see. Right, let's take the other fans out. Using my handy dandy eTeknix PC maintenance toolkit, which is fully magnetic as well. Like I say, available on store.eteknix.com. Is extendable as well. And yeah, all the bits come out. And like I say, it's stupidly magnetic. So yeah, grab yours over at store.eteknix.com. And if you are a Patreon, you do get 10% off at the eTeknix store as well. So yeah, we're going to take the white fans out. We're going to put black ones in because we're going for that kind of monochrome type look. Let's get this out. So yeah, the fans that come included are 3-pin. The ones that we're going to be swapping out for are 4-pin PWM. So yeah, and then the RGB gets controlled through hubs, which if you buy the fans, you do get a hub included, and then obviously our AIO comes with a hub as well. So yeah, got stream open on phone and on TV. Wow, that's too much of me even for me, but appreciate it, loving the views. Also, if you haven't liked this video, please definitely go and like it. It helps us with the almighty YouTube algorithm. So, found them? Oh, okay. Maybe we don't then. Maybe I'm thinking of something different. So, also comes with a 3-to-1 fan splitter. I could have sworn we had some.
Oh, I found the 140 ones I think you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Different fans.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'll have to speak to NZXT and just like, right, I need like 12 fans of every style that they basically do.
Anything
and everything.
Anything you can for any possible combination of color and case and all that kind of stuff.
So Squall said about could maybe have a radiator at the bottom if you stuck an M80X board in. I just don't think the bulkhead that's actually on the radiator, unless you did fans at the bottom, and they'd have to be quite thick fans so that the radiator actually sits above the recess.
They'd have to be thicker than these fans that are included.
Yeah, which I think they're 25mm. So yeah, right, fans are off.
So let's put some fans in.
So yeah, let's put some fans in, shall we? We have also got, this is cable tied down. This is all the connectors for the I/O, which we have power, 2 USB, Type A, and then a Type C, and then a headphone jack. Did they give you the cable?
I would assume. No.
So NZXT, with a lot of their cases, they used to give you the cable that basically splits it. But yeah, I guess not with this one. So yeah, but this is how the case now looks, kind of fully stripped down. Like I say, no A pillar, but still, even without the A pillar, there's some strength there. It's not like it's become a flimsy mess because you've ruined the structural integrity of the case or anything. So yeah, 140mm fans fit flush with the floor pretty much. I put Corsairs in to make the cooler. Yeah.
This is an awkward angle. There we go.
What way did they have them in? Did they have them as intake or?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I thought they did. But now it's just checking.
It kind of makes the most sense for that position.
It does, yeah. I mean, again, I would love if NZXT did the reversible fan blade ones.
Yeah, I think...
So you could have it the other way around, but it's still pulling air in.
Once a lot of the legal battles and legal tension over that kind of fan kind of gets resolved, I think more companies are going to jump on it. But at the moment, I think... At the moment, I think it's a bit of a scary thing for some companies.
So we can put that into there. One fan connected.
Yes.
I love how like we've fitted a fan and we're still behind based where we were like 5 minutes
we're
ago.
on
Because there were
negative
fans.
progress.
Yeah, we're on negative progress because all we've done is remove fans to put one fan in. So yeah. What else have we got in the chat? I wish I could join in building the PC. Do you know, I've built so many PCs in my year, that's why I just let Brandon do it now.
I'm having fun.
I'm getting old. Do you usually swap out the standard case fans or leave them in? I experience that standard case fans are usually not as good quality as separate brought ones. The only reason we're swapping them out, they're the same fans, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they're identical.
Yeah. So the fans that come with this case are
RGB
the
core.
same RGB core NZXT fans. It's just the ones that came included were white. We didn't have any more white ones, and we wanted to fit as many fans in. How many fans are we putting in?
As many as we can fit.
3, 6, 7.
Yeah, there's the ones here, and then the ones that come with the
AIO,
cooler, and then one at the back. If
we haven't got the 140s to put at the bottom.
If we had those, they'd be going in.
Yeah. So yeah, we're fitting 7 fans, and we happen to have 7 black RGB core fans, whereas the only white ones we have are the ones that came with the case, right?
We have got more that come with the case, but not enough.
So we've only got... There'll be the 3, and then we've got 3.
We'd be missing
We'd
one.
be missing the rear one, and
Plus,
then the fans
it
would be
would
white.
mismatch on the radiator.
Yeah, the radiator would be black. Although it still might work.
Yeah, but as you can see, they are identical other than colour.
Yeah. Cool. Alright, get the next fan in. Can't chat on TV, so phone is for that, and it doesn't hurt Andy for stream views. Nope. Appreciated. Very, very much appreciated. The other thing that's appreciated is likes. There's more people viewing this stream than there is liking it, so just make sure you know, give it a like.
Spread the word.
Yeah, exactly.
Get your grandma to watch.
Reverse fan Leanne Lee with LCD screens in the hub for the max RGB effect. £47 per fan though. That is a lot. It is a lot. So, also after this stream, I will be on the eTeknix Discord. Squall, if you'd be so kind, or Jacob, to put the link to our Discord into the chat. It is, and I am biased, but I think everyone will agree, it is the best tech Discord in the world. No toxicity or anything like that. We don't put up with that nonsense. It's just a friendly, nice place to be. It kind of stemmed out of, I think it was like COVID times, if I remember rightly. Everyone just wanted somewhere where they could chat and just feel part of something, and that's exactly what it is. And that's where the Patreon stemmed from as well. So.
Also, on the topic of toxicity, it is allowed if it's System of a Down.
The toxicity of my city. What else we got? Yeah, there's the link. Come hang out with our amazing community by joining our Discord. So yeah, exhaust or intake through the rad. So the ones here at the front that Brandon's putting in are going to be intake. We're then going to have an exhaust here, and then
mix and match. We go wee.
I'd say yeah, we go exhaust here as well. I mean, heat rises, so we're still going to get a nice amount of airflow from here. We are going to get a little bit of ventilation where the graphics card is going to be pulling in from underneath, even though we're not going to have fans here. So essentially we've got, you know, sort of intake and then intake from the side, and then we've got kind of exhaust from the top and the back.
We could just put some fans there that aren't screwed in, just rest them.
We could, but yeah, it wouldn't look great. So what else have we got? Fun fact, I'm running a NAF monitor at 60 Hz with the floor 140 mils in. The graphics card fan doesn't even switch its fans on for the benchmark in Far Cry. I mean, fair dues, you know. More airflow means that, yeah, the components don't have to work as hard to keep everything cool because the fans are doing the job.
We have a NAF monitor on the floor.
We do. Yeah, you're talking about NAF monitors. When we just need a small monitor just to, you know, do a BIOS update or something like that, that is where this bad boy comes in. Is it even 1080? Or is it 720?
I don't actually know.
Okay. But it's got a DVI to HDMI adapter on it. You know, this is...
Because it doesn't have HDMI.
No, it has... It's got D-sub, so VGA. Oh, it has got DisplayPort.
Does it?
Yeah. You see it there?
Oh my god, I didn't know.
Okay, so it has DisplayPort, but yeah, this is old school. I mean, the size of it, what is it, like 13-inch maybe?
It's like 3 or 4 inches.
3 or 4. I mean, it is tiny. So yeah. But yeah, it does the job. We had it hooked up to... I've got like a makeshift NAS that's just a bunch of hard drives stacked on top of each other onto like an old motherboard. And it's got TrueNAS on it. And yeah, we used that just so we could log into the command line and stuff like that. So yeah. DisplayPort, Dell ahead of the curve.
Yeah, when you're doing tech type stuff all the time, it does help to have older, smaller stuff that is easy just to
do the job.
Yeah, it's just like I don't need this for anything other than
yeah. I mean, it's like when you just need a motherboard
quickly
to run a NAS and that, and it's just like I just want a 24 pin and like a 4 pin. I can just put a really old low wattage power supply on there. I don't need 24 pin, 2 8-pin EPSs, a graphics card, and just all this other unnecessary stuff just to run something simple like a command line type application. So yeah, right in.
Yeah, you know what? It doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, I quite like the whole monochrome look, and obviously when they're lit up, it's gonna look quite special as well.
I will admit I was slightly worried how it would look because I'm like, oh, is it gonna look out of place? But no, it's not like a shade that doesn't work or anything. And the fact that it's kind of tucked away kind of helps with that.
I do want to see something. So normally when we build PCs, we don't put the motherboard in until we put the EPS 8-pin in. But
we've got space.
There is literally, if I move it down, there is room for days to get your 8-pin in.
Until the
then
cooler,
you put the cooler in.
Until the cooler goes in.
Like there's still a lot of room to work with this case. It's very. I like this case to be fair. Right, we need to get that onto the.
I think it's lined up mostly now.
Yep. Yeah, all good. Right, let's get that screwed in.
Where are my screws?
It's got old age DVI-D port. Yep. Check if it supports CD writer or maybe a VCR. Hey, Betamax. That's what it's all about.
Now you want
cartridges.
You want what was it called? Oh.
Mini disc.
No, I was gonna make a
8-track
reference, but I can't remember what it is. No, it's like it's higher quality than DVD, but it's like that big. What are they called?
Squall will know.
Is it? Was it picture disc or something?
Picture disc.
But not the same as like vinyl picture discs.
Okay. Floppy
like
drives. You wouldn't remember them. B drive, like they were massive floppy disks. They were actually floppy, like because they were so big and they were so thin. Laserdisc, was it?
That sounds right. Yeah, Laserdisc. Yeah. They were. I think we were kind of the only real country that was trying to push for it, and then it just failed because it wasn't really worth it. It was expensive and huge, and I think they didn't have that much storage. So like halfway through a movie, you'd have to like flip it or something.
Oh, okay.
So it just wasn't that good.
To be fair, I remember DVDs. Like I had Stephen King's It, the one with Tim Curry, and you had to actually turn over the disc.
Yeah, to this day, it's still one of my mum's favourite films.
It's a great film.
I think she said she went to the cinema with my dad to watch it. Kind of.
No, it never went to cinema. It was straight to TV.
Oh, that's weird. I remember her saying she went to the cinema to see it. Maybe it was
unless she saw it as like a Halloween
release
thing or something like that.
Must have been something like that.
Yeah.
She always said that it always freaked her out because it is exactly how she envisioned it being from when she read the book.
Yeah. They're pretty spot on. The special effects at the end were a bit naff, but it is what it is.
Oh, it's for the time though.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was made in the 80s. So had I can't remember the kid's name now, but he was in Neverending Story 3.
There were 3 of those?
2 and 3. Yeah. The third one was the best one. Was it the second and third one he was in?
I haven't.
I can't remember. It might have just been the third one. But I can't remember his name. But he died like age 19, I think.
I don't think I ever finished the first one.
No.
No, it was just like as a kid, it never really interested me.
No, okay. Fair dues. So right, motherboard's going in. Like I say, we will be giving this case away at the end. It is just the case, and it is open to Europe only, as per. I believe you put it in the description, didn't you?
I didn't, because you said.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't really matter.
It is open to Europe only, just purely because of the shipping costs. So apologies if you are outside of Europe. We will be doing other live streams later, sort of in the year. and we will try and make as many as we can worldwide. But really, it comes down to the shipping and what the brand is actually comfortable with doing.
Yeah,
It
a
is
lot
in
of
the
it.
description.
A lot of it isn't down to our discretion on where it goes.
No, and a lot of countries, obviously, there's different rules and stuff like that as well. I think India is one of the big ones where giving stuff away as competition prizes can be really difficult, just like getting it into the country. Other countries, you're not even allowed to win or enter competitions. There's some like really weird rules country to country. So, yeah. But yeah, it is in the description, so all good. I started a list of upgrades, really hoping to win. Happy days. Go on to our Discord. Scroll, if you could put the link in again, that would be amazing. If you want any help, like, you know, talking through your choices and stuff, we do have lots of people in our Discord. In our Discord, and they'll be happy to help. So, yeah, there is that.
I think we're in.
Yeah. So all screws are in. NZXT motherboard, I believe it has got one of them little prong ones, doesn't it? They normally do.
Yeah, they.
So it actually helps hold the motherboard in place. So you don't have to lay it down. We've done it for the sake of the camera, but you can do it vertically. It just kind of sits on it and helps line up all the other screws.
NZXT was my first exposure to the middle prong.
It's like a game changer.
Yeah, it changed
really
my
is.
life.
Yeah, changed your life. So that's in. I vote we do power supply.
Yeah.
Get that kind of ready, sorted and everything. But yeah, if I now move this up, I think the black and white actually works really well.
Yeah, I quite like it actually.
Especially when the rad is in the top and that and just hides this kind of blank space.
Yeah, without a rad, it does admittedly look a little bit strange because it feels like the motherboard's too low.
Yeah, but once the rad is in there, yeah,
That'll be fixed.
So, and yeah, rad thickness wise, you can get away with kind of fairly thick rads. Maybe like you could maybe get away, I don't know, 40 mil, something like that.
As long as it doesn't go up any further than.
Yeah, you still need room for the 8 pins. So, which this has an 8 pin and a 4 pin EPS.
That should be fine. But Andy, what power supply are we using?
I think we should go with an NZXT.
What one?
I think we should go with the C1200, which I believe is a gold-rated power supply.
How convenient.
Is that the one that's got the native 12 VHP WR?
Yes.
It has. So NZXT are actually releasing new power supplies this year. I probably shouldn't say half the things that they tell me, but I think it's kind of a given. They are going to be releasing, I believe it's ATX 3.1, so there's going to be like a whole range with 12 VHP WR native and stuff. But this is, as far as I know, the only one in their range currently that does have 12 VHP WR as standard.
Going to be very honest with this one. This wasn't out of the box. We had to pull this from our GPU test system, which means I didn't get time to organize the cables. So I'm going to go through this nest and find the ones we need.
Yes. So we are going to need an 8 pin, a 4 pin, a 24 pin, a 12 VHP WR.
I found that one.
And some SATers.
Sorry if I hit the microphone.
Yeah. Let's go through some more comments. Agreed, the stark contrast, definitely. Looking good. Looking good, maybe with some white streaming lights. So, I mean, yeah, you could put some LED strips in here or something like that. Wouldn't surprise me if, I don't know, NZXT released like an elite RGB version. They did something like that like they did with the old H710i and those kind of cases. So
that should be all the cables we need.
I'm thinking of a 4080. I'd probably say get a 4080 Super. It should be cheaper.
I mean, it will be cheaper.
But my SPU, I'm guessing CPU, is a 5950X. Would that be okay, or would it be too weak for a 4080 Super? No, it's going to be fine. I mean, you get limitations at lower resolutions, but if you're using a 4080 Super, I'm guessing you're probably gaming at 4K or 1440 high refresh rate. So, yeah, you shouldn't really have any CPU bottlenecking issues. I mean, the best way to find out is in the game that you're in, install CapFrameX, get an overlay where it tells you all your CPU usage, GPU usage, and have a look at it. If your CPU is like 100%, then yeah, you're being throttled by your CPU.
I've got a 4080. I use a 5800X at the moment.
Yep.
I do 1440p high refresh rate. I have no problems.
There you go. Right. Plug in. So yeah, you should be fine. What else have we got? Hoping to win, been so close for all giveaways and would start to moving over the desktop from i7 7700 HQ 1050 Ti laptop. Jesus, yeah, that's quite a big upgrade then if you move from that. What else have we got? I'd go for a Super for sure. Yeah, I mean, 4080s, obviously, they were bought in to retail through distribution at a certain price, so they're being sold at a certain price. 4080 Super was bought in cheaper, so yeah. Get that. What GPU are you guys installing? A 4080 Super, so nice and convenient. But our one is special. I hope it fits.
Should we have
in
checked
terms
that?
of the thing? Probably, but we'll find out.
Hang on, turn it around and we'll do a sanity check.
Yeah.
There's a Hoover outside.
There's never a Hoover outside.
They picked the one day we're streaming to bring over. Hopefully you can't hear it, but they never.
So in our building,
clean this hallway.
in our building, like you go up the stairs and then there's a door and then there's a door and then through there is like one of them is where our offices are. They never Hoover that area. They only Hoover the bit in the middle. Today, however, they've decided during a live stream to come up and Hoover.
They must be watching.
Yeah. Squirrel said they can't hear it. We're good. It's finished
Okay,
now
cool.
anyway, so all good.
Should we quickly do a sanity check on the thing? Because if
Nah.
it doesn't fit, we need to.
That's all right. I've
Scramble.
got many graphics cards. Don't you know from like the COVID times when everyone was like, I can't get a graphics card. It's because Andy has them all. Yes.
Oh yeah, the same thing with memory as well, wasn't it? People
Yeah.
were blaming
I-
any tech YouTuber.
I have every GPU in the world that people don't have, and every set of memory.
I mean, I don't know about you, but personally, I do have every GPU in the world.
So yeah,
I stole them
I have them all.
specifically from you.
So power supply going in, obviously fan facing outwards, which I believe is where the ventilation is when the side panel goes on.
Yeah, I believe so.
All good.
I need to grab the
So yeah.
No, I'm not gonna have
what we got?
fan screws. For
Andy, you could have alternated black white fangs in this build. We still wouldn't have had enough, would we?
We
We
would
could have done black and then black, white, black, black, white, black. Yeah, so we could have done, but I don't know if I like. I don't know. Each and everyone's got their own.
Each to their own.
Yeah. I've forgotten how to talk today. To be fair, I am on 4 hours sleep out of like 40, because I've been testing Forbidden West, Horizon Forbidden West. I'm fueled on coffee right now, and I might actually have to send Brandon to go get me a coffee from the next room in a minute.
I don't know how to make you coffee.
You put a pod in and you press a button.
I don't know how to make myself coffee.
I mean, I'll just tell you how to do it, so there's that. Don't tell me it's an NZXT 4080 Super. If they made one, that would have been great. Admittedly, NZXT used to make the cooler, didn't they? Where you put the AIO onto it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So it was like a metal bracket. You had to strip off your GPU's existing cooler. You put this bracket on, and then one of their round kind of AIOs went in it. I can't remember the name of it.
The
H10 or so, I don't know. It's always H, isn't it? So I can't remember the name of it, but I'm sure someone will come along and tell us in a minute. So yeah.
Is it H? I thought H was their case line.
Maybe. I don't know.
Would it be?
I'm too tired
Z?
to think.
Would it be Z for their coolers?
The Kraken G12.
G12. Okay,
Yeah,
well I was wrong as well.
So that makes sense. G for graphics. What does H stand for? House.
Yeah.
It's where you house all your components. If that is why they call them H, I'm going to be like mind blown.
It would be really cute.
Yeah. What else have we got? It's an interesting place for the PSU behind the CPU. I mean, the CPU is going to have a great big AIO in it. There is no heat going backwards. I mean, very, very minuscule amounts, but yeah, it's not going to affect the PSU in any shape or form.
I mean, when I put it in a furnace, that'll be quite warm, but
It
like.
would. What else have we got? I'm a bit slow on the latest things, but what happened to EVGA and NVIDIA? EVGA don't do NVIDIA anymore. EVGA barely do anything. It wouldn't surprise me if EVGA are not around in a few years' time. Put it this way, when you get a power supply from the likes of NZXT or other, reputable brands, you are looking at a 5-year warranty for the low end, 7-year for like the mid, and then sort of, 10 or 12 years for the high end.
Up to lifetime on some.
Yeah. EVGA are giving 3 years.
Oh.
That's just a testament to they don't even believe that they're going to be here in 3 years, at least to me. And I think other people have seen that as well.
Do they do motherboards or did they stop that?
No, that's like one of their only parts of the business that they still do. That and AIOs, which essentially are just Acertech with their brand on. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's disappointing to see because I know people loved EVGA GPUs.
Yeah. So, right, that in.
I mean, it's in, yeah. I'll get the cables going.
8-pin and 4-pin up here.
Oh, you want an 8-pin and a 4-pin. Okay, let me split this one.
What's we got? It's good to allow to choose the GPU. I mean, the GPU that we've chosen, I quite like because it's quite stealthy in its look. It doesn't have RGB on it or anything like that. I think it looks really nice, and I think it's going to tie in with the system nice. And it's got a slight trick up its sleeve compared to other GPUs on the market. But I'll let you guys decide what you think of it. I really like it. So the back of the MSI motherboard will reach 125 degrees with PBO enabled. Hey, this is Intel. It'll be 130 degrees.
Good? We've got it caught. Here we go. In we go. Here we go.
No RGB, so tough 4080 it is. It is not a tough 4080. It is not made by Asus. Right, so 8 pin and 4 pins in. We can do the 24 pin as well. And then we can look at doing front panel headers.
This one?
Yep. Gimme.
It's a little bit of a tight squeeze here, but I'm sure it's fine. There we go.
Cool. And then that can go in there. That's in. Pull back.
That's pretty much it.
Yep. There we go. 24 pins in. Yeah.
Just tuck that there. And then I imagine we're just gonna. Oh, that's the wrong.
Probably.
That's the wrong bit, actually, isn't it? Because that would be where the fans would go. So that's not where
So
that's
it
meant
needs
to go.
Just up. Yeah. Just through here.
Oh,
sort of.
okay.
It's got like a sloped bit.
Ah. I don't know how easy that would be to display.
This build looks weird. Why does it look weird? Maybe he's not feeling the monochrome. Just leave that there, and we'll get the front panel stuff in.
Just get the.
I want to know why the build looks weird.
The cable tied it to the bottom. Now I actually have to do work to untangle this. Okay.
So maybe it's an Inno3D Strix Gaming X3 4080 Super Duper Pro Max with stealth. I mean, one word in that whole thing.
Something there was right.
Yeah, actually two things there are right. I'm not going to say what though. Good if you got RGB in the rest of the case. Yeah, I mean the RGB is very big on this with the memory, the LCD screen on the cooler, and then the fans. So yeah, lots going on.
Single front panel connector.
Matte black motherboard on a white PC case. We're going for like a monochrome look, so we've also got black fans in there. There's going to be a black AIO. We want to do something different.
Give it a shot. Yep. Stick around to the end of the stream, and then we'll decide as a unanimous collective if it works or not. I can't see very well from this angle.
Oh yeah, another great thing with NZXT, the front panel header. It's just one block, a single block. Just goes onto the motherboard, nice and easy. It should be an industry standard.
You know what? The weird thing about it is that I can't think of any motherboards that don't have the same pin layout as this.
Oh no, other case manufacturers are now adopting it. I think Corsair, the one that we did the other day, that had it. So it is slowly becoming a thing. But NZXT, like, they coined the whole thing.
But so. It's just weird to me that you get like the Q connector type things and all that sort of thing. But it's always that layout, so what's the reason to not?
Older motherboards. That is literally it. But, you know, we're at that point now where, I don't know. I think, yeah, this should be a thing. So that's why I bought the H6. One of the reasons is the front panel header. So, yeah, every NZXT case since, I guess, the new lineup of cases. So the H1, the H5, the H7, the H6, the H9. Yeah, they all have this. But even before that, I think the H7 10i, the H5 10i, they all had it as well. Maybe even back to like the S340. But then I'm going back quite a few years. So, so that's in. Obviously, we need to keep our USBs free. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
we're not going to need HD audio because we're not going to be playing any audio. We're not going to be using the front panel USB, so I would just not bother with them.
Fair enough.
So yeah, if we were building this for a reason of actually using, then we would do the HD audio, the USB 3, the USB-C, but we're not. So this is purely just for, you know, to look at.
To be perfectly honest, if I was building this for myself, I wouldn't even do the HD audio.
No, because I mean I used wireless and it's got a USB dongle, so I wouldn't need it anyway. But actually, I've got speakers, NZXT speakers, and they put amount of room above the motherboard, so we wanted to get the 8-pin and the 4-pin in first, and then we can put the AIO in without trying to kind of weasel our hands in there.
But we have already pre-installed the bracket around the CPU for the AIO.
Yep.
So, I mean, if I hadn't already put the power supply in, there is plenty of access to the back of the motherboard to install that. But we did it before putting it in the case, just because why not?
Yeah. I like the white and black build so far. I love that. One of the comments was like, "This looks strange." because of the black and white, and then someone else is like, I like it. So, yeah.
Dichotomy.
Does anyone even use HD audio? No, I don't think so. Like I say, I've got headphones which are that, and then which are USB, and then the speakers just plug into my monitor, which takes the sound over HDMI anyway. So.
Let's try to get this cable kind of out the way.
Yep. Cooler, you've got over there somewhere. I'm going to talk about the graphics card because that is going to be the next thing anyway, isn't it? So.
Well,
it's not even in here.
No, it's there.
So, there's the graphics card.
It's on the shelf.
It is, yeah. So, Inno3D RTX 4080 Super X3.
I'm surprised, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm surprised no one got it sooner, given that the box is in the thumbnail.
Yeah, but to be fair, people see the thumbnail, they click on it, they don't like take it in, I guess. So, yeah, but this is a graphics card we're going to be using, Inno X3 4080 Super. And when I said it's a little bit different, it's for a really kind of strange reason. Not a reason that I guess we need for this case, but if you're on a small form factor system, it's especially going to be handy.
It's made of pure lead.
Because this is the card, which looks, you know, like your typical graphics card, but it's only dual slot. So if you did have a mini ITX or micro ATX system, you're confined on space, mini ITX especially where you only normally get 2 expansion slots, this is the card for you because you're talking 4080 super power, but for something that's really slim. Admittedly, it's quite long and it is quite tall in the grand scheme of things, but compared to like a Founders Edition, which is 3 slots, it's just so much slimmer. I am going to check. Loads
we
of
got
room.
space.
Got space for days. Space for days.
Use it as a shelf. All right.
So yeah, that's the graphics card we're going to use. It is also an MSRP graphics card, so you should, depending on the retailer, obviously manufacturer has a suggested retail price and whatnot, but what price the retailer sells it at is entirely up to them.
What do we want? We want push or pull on the rad?
Yeah, we want fans on the inside, definitely. Okay. Like, we need that glow to shine down onto the back of the graphics card.
I need the RGB.
Why not MSI Slim? I don't have one. Nice and simple.
You do, but it's not 4080.
Is that a Slim?
Yep.
Is it?
That's a 4070 Ti Slim.
Okay, so I have a 4070 Ti Super Slim, but that's for a build for next week where we're doing the whole Project Zero thing.
Yeah, so no spoilers. And if you want to see it, subscribe.
Yeah, exactly that. No front I/O. Come on, guys. I chose my Mobo specifically to make my front USB-C working. I mean, it has it. We're just not connecting it because we're not going to use that port in this live stream. So there's just no point us connecting something that we're not going to need.
And it's not like we're giving away the whole system, just the case. So
yeah. What do you think of a total NZXT build with that matte black theme going B650E, Ryzen 7 7800 X3D 97950X? With an XFX Merc 7900 XTX in a H9 Flow and F120 RGB Halo fans with canvas 25F 240Hz IPS. You know, I think I've got every single one of them parts. Yeah, no, sounds like a good build to be fair. I'd go 7800 X3D if you're gaming. I wouldn't go 7950X unless you're doing productivity. And then if it was productivity and gaming, the 7800 X3D would probably be fine. But if not, you could get the 7900 X3D or the 7950 X3D. That's a lot of numbers. Right, what else have we got? MSI does a dual slot 40E. Yeah, it's a Slim. How much? So this retailed what the RRP for the 4080 Super is 999, wasn't it?
yeah, and that's MSRP card.
And this is an MSRP card. And you know what? I like it because it's got like mixed kind of design, the whole black and sort of brushed metal look. It's not metal, but it looks it.
Inno is good at making nice looking cards.
They are, yeah.
I mean, the X Editor deck, he hasn't bought it because he moved to London and that's expensive, but he was really debating getting a new GPU and he was dead set on an Inno one because he thought it was the nicest looking.
He's asked me to do the build that he's planning on going with, the one I wrote. I mean, we can't now because we're doing this one. But yeah, maybe in the future.
Join our Discord and join Patreon, and then...
Please use a Corsair case with Project Zero. We are using an MSI case with Project Zero because they make the motherboard, the case, the graphics card, everything just, yeah.
SSD.
Works together, and yeah. Can 4080 or other do SLI, or is SLI dead now? SLI is very much dead now. I mean, you can still use multiple graphics cards for productivity side of things, so CUDA acceleration, but for gaming, not a chance.
What are we thinking, everyone? Tubes on that
I
side?
think you should stop saying tubes and
Tubes.
say tubes.
Not
like a
tubular.
normal person. So yeah,
Totally tubular, dude.
hoses at the front or hoses at the back? I'd probably say the back, but I don't know. We'll let the people decide.
Because that's a little bit more clean, I think.
Yeah, actually, it might sort of twist a little bit more.
Yeah, I think that's a bit cleaner, but I don't know.
Don't know. We'll let the chat decide, but
Yeah.
get the fans on there first anyway.
I mean, that's dependent on the way it goes.
Yeah, true. So Catherine says front. Ashman says front.
Front, 100% front.
Okay, so let's do the
Alright,
rear.
it's been decided. Now I have to
Let's do the rear. No,
Because-
let's do front.
like that. So I want the two.
I think they're saying front, so. Anna?
Yeah, I'm
see
just
what cable's
figuring
coming
out.
this
Yeah, I had to visualize it in my head before I could start doing it.
Visualize and win. The Sapphire 7900 XTX is a nice looking card. I'm guessing you're talking about the Nitro Plus. They do it on other models as well. We've got the Gree, the XT, and the XTX, I think, and yeah, they all look amazing. What else we got? 4090 SLI, you probably need to live next to a power station. Nah,
I forgot what
like a substation.
I forgot what cable goes. Cables need to go that way.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Hello, Mark. I don't know whether he doesn't know who we are or he's doing the whole. Oh, hi, Mark. From Disaster Artist.
The room.
The room, yeah. I did not kill her. I did not do it. Oh, hi, Mark. I'm guessing that's what.
Good old. Oh, what's his name?
Why not put the rad on the front of the case? Fresh air intake. It would look really odd.
On the front of the case. There's nothing there.
Yeah, I mean, this is the front. There's glass that goes there. There's no AP. I'm guessing you mean here where these fans are.
It wouldn't fit.
Yeah.
It wouldn't fit because this is
There's nowhere
the
for
whole
bulkhead.
space. Yeah, it actually wouldn't fit.
Yeah, so obviously on the top and the bottom of the radiator, you've got like a bulkhead, so a little bit, the end caps of the radiator basically. It wouldn't fit in that space. There is literally room for the fans, and that is it. So, yeah, not enough room for that. So the only place is at the top.
Yeah, we've thought about it mostly.
Don't cover the RAM. I mean, I don't think it will. The tube should sort of like just swoop underneath.
A little bit of reflection on the tube.
Yeah, because the tubes have got like a almost gloss to it.
It's
shiny.
It's braided, but it is slightly shiny, so it's gonna like catch some RGB and look really nice.
Yep. If you're going to use the MSI Meg Maestro cases, it's got pretty sharp ventilation holes in the paint. It's also not on part. What is the MSI one we're using? Where's the box for it?
Behind all of that stuff.
Oh, okay. It's the MSI Mag.
Well, it's not Meg, so.
Yeah, so it's not a Meg one, it's a Mag one, and I can't see the rest of it. It's on the other side of the room. So, but yeah, that's coming next week. I don't want to give too much away. Super secret, special stuff. My friend is called Mark. He messaged me above. Oh, okay. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
So clean. Yeah, I think this is looking clean so far. So
just ignore the cables that are swooping this way.
This is always like the longest bit, getting the AIO stuff in and cables. And, I mean, that's RGB, right? Every fan has 2 cables, and then you have hubs and stuff like that.
And for the fact that we're doing it on a stream, I'm trying to make it look all pretty, so I'm doing every single one of the screws with the washer and.
Yeah. On that note, I'm going to leave the stream for about a minute while Brandon carries on communicating with you guys.
I'll do
and I
my
go get a
best.
coffee. So yeah.
I'm already not great at.
So just keep up with the chat. You'll be fine.
All right. Let me get this screwed in, and I'll keep up with chat for a bit because I can't focus on doing that and reading because I have bad eyes and I can't read from over here. I have to go over here to see. 5K likes full system giveaway. We're not doing a full system giveaway because the rest of the parts are actually the ones we use for stuff. Like the power supply is actually from our GPU test system, and so are these fans at the front. So we need the parts, and then the GPU, we need the GPU for testing different things, and then we actually have a video involving this coming out soon. I think it's coming out soon. I think that's one that hasn't been out. The checkers, and if join our Patreon, and then you have a chance to become one of our video checkers. The checkers will know if that's the one that's coming out. I'm losing track of all the videos because we do so many. Does your BIOS not have a reset sim? The what am I saying? The motherboard does have a CMOS switch. It's at the back. I don't know if I can kind of just here, just there. You can kind of see it, just about. But no, it does. It does. What it doesn't have though is, am I on the GPU? Yes, I am. What it doesn't have is a BIOS flashing button, which is slightly irritating, but it's not the end of the world really. I think that's. Oh, hello again.
I have returned.
I think there's some tech advice going on that must be for something that I completely didn't see.
Yeah, there was a guy with some problems, and I think Gookie's Richard Stiles is helping him out. So, I'm good now. Right, where we at? Another fan?
Yeah, that's it. I forgot.
Does your motherboard? Okay, yeah, they're talking about like resetting CMOS and stuff like that. Nice case. Yeah, it is. We're giving it away. So someone at the end of the stream is going to win this case. So
I already addressed the 5K likes one. I thought that motherboard CMOS thing was asking us. So shows how much attention I was paying.
It's all good. All good. All good. That's not a coffee, that's a JD and Coke. You know what? I'm actually going to prove it. Coffee.
I mean,
decent coffee as well.
As far as people are concerned, they can't. I can smell it. It's coffee. I can smell the coffee.
It's very strong coffee.
But as far as they're concerned, that could be a beer, like a lager or something.
Like a stout.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. I don't like stout.
I don't like any beers or lagers or anything like that.
It is a good looking coffee. It's an espresso because, like I said, I've had 4 hours sleep in about the last 40. So yeah, I needed this. I've seen that in a puddle. Hey, I've made you coffee before, Jacob. I'm pretty sure you can agree I make a good coffee.
I just hit myself in the face with the cables. Where are the cables going to go, actually? That's a good question. Oh, I think I see. I see.
Through here. Through here. Or
Yeah,
through here. No, you can't go through there. Yeah, it'll have to be through here.
Because that fits flush, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what are these for?
I don't know what they're for. Maybe to just give it more No. I don't know. I don't know. But
does it fit flush? That's a really good question.
We'll get the top panel and find out. Irish coffee. Yeah, that could have been good. The machine makes a good coffee. Yeah, but I had to press the button. Down in that coffee like a spirit.
Hang on, that's the wrong way. No, that's the side panel.
Yeah, it's the one with the angle.
I thought it was the one with the angle, but I didn't look properly.
Yeah, that one.
It looks like it goes pretty flush. It goes, what way does it go?
Yeah, you had it.
That way, yeah.
Yep.
That looks like it's going to be really flush. I can't.
Yeah, I mean, you're not putting anything there.
I can't see even where it was going. There it is.
Yeah, it's not happening regardless. Like, there's room there, but like, not enough room. So.
I think there would be enough for fan cables, but I'm not going to do it.
No. Italian espresso. Espresso. I don't know why that really annoys me when people say espresso. It's like espresso.
Okay.
But maybe that's just the Italian in me. So. Right, let's try and get this through here. So first set of fan cables. Second set of fan cables. And third set of fan cables. And then if I group them all together.
Pull them through. And then over this way a bit. I think it needs to... Yeah, about there. Alright.
There we go.
Roughly there. Actually, I think we have a couple of options on how far back we want it to go.
No, because there's only one this side.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm just stupid.
Yep.
Thank you.
Anytime. It's literally so you can do 120s or 140s.
I can't grab the screwdriver right now because I'm trying to.
It uses Q flash via USB. This one doesn't have it.
They must still be doing support type thing.
Hmm.
I need to let go for a sec.
Yeah, I got it. You do this back corner one.
Yes. We're in.
Yeah, cool. Can start holding it now. So I don't know how good it's going to look on there, but yeah, it's a bit blurry, but you could see what's going on at least.
Kind of.
NZXT boards are just identical to ASRock ones, just different BIOS design. I mean, and the style of it. It looks nothing like a...
Physically very different.
Yeah, looks nothing physically, stylistically like an ASRock board. But yeah, the BIOS on NZXT is not too bad.
Can't see the bloody. Go in.
Yeah, you got it. Nope, you haven't got it.
Why is it not?
You don't got it.
Why is it not liking it?
Because you've tightened that one too much.
Oh, have I?
Yeah. Loosen that one. Now do it. It was just too far that way. I'm going to go to that view because it's not the greatest view anyway. So.
There we go. All right.
Yep. So, all good. Yeah, like I said, the focus is, like I said this at the beginning of the stream, it was more down here when we was doing the motherboard stuff. For me to focus on there, I just have to, move. Well, we can't. There's tape on the camera that's literally holding the focus where it is.
No, it's only holding the zoom.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because it's loose zoom in that, yeah.
Yeah, it has a lock, but it only locks at the minimum zoom level.
Mm. Yes. So, Pro said I see 3 screw rails. 120, yeah, which is there. 140. I don't know what this other one's actually for. It's a bit of a weird one.
Would it be 280?
No, 280 is just 140 times 2.
Is that what I mean?
So that would use that. It would use the middle one. But that one, I'm not actually sure. Because if you put something there, it wouldn't then reach over to there. It's like 120 would be like here, 140 would be here. So yeah.
Yeah, that is.
There is no magnetic dust filters. That's how they've managed to keep this case quite affordable in the grand scheme of things. So yeah.
But as we mentioned before, how fine the mesh is, it's so fine that it doesn't really even need a dust filter.
I'm just going to check NZXT's website for this. NZXT H6 Flow RGB. The mirrors are getting warm in here.
It is getting warm in here.
I vote that we don't do any live streams in the summer.
Where is?
I don't think my body could handle it.
Where is the thermometer?
Somewhere over there.
It's hidden behind a load of packaging.
So, just looking on NZXT's website.
About 25 degrees in here right now.
Okay. Yeah. So, let's have a look. Panoramic paneling, calibrated, angled, high performance airflow. Clearance for 365mm AIO. Tech specs. So, yeah, top says it supports 3 120s and 2 140s. I don't know what that third rail is for then.
Interesting.
Really, really weird.
Do you think
supports up to a 360 at the top?
Could it possibly be just a way of getting a bit more ventilation out?
I can't see that. Like, yeah. The only thing I can think of is something to do with structural integrity. Just, yeah. That's the only thing I can think of. Instead of having just a solid panel there that would have some flex, they've kind of removed bits. It sounds counterintuitive, removing stuff to give it more integrity. But it's the same with like bridges. Hence why you have like things in bridges instead of just a block.
This is starting to look quite nice.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like it. Right, should we get the block on?
Yeah.
Cool.
And then we'll do the fans. I hate doing fans.
It's 10 PM here with 24 degrees. It's 4:30 here and it's 25 degrees. At least in here. Outside is 10 degrees. So, but all of the humidity as always. Welcome to living on an island. Right, so that's good to go.
Pre-installed thermal paste.
Pre-installed, yeah. So no verge nonsense here. We're not going to put more thermal paste on than what we actually need.
We're on the verge of insanity.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, Wasn't meant to be funny.
Rear fan better to do before the AIO. No, we've still got room because we're going to be screwing it from this side anyway, so we've still got room. It's just a matter of holding the fan there. We're not going to be obstructed or anything. But yeah, plenty of room.
It's also a little bit late.
Don't lick the paste. Come to Cyprus, guys. Do you know what? I was actually talking to a brand. Don't. I don't even know if my insurance, because I have to have like public liability insurance, buildings, contents, and all that, and obviously employee insurance. I don't think it covers sickness through licking thermal paste.
Is there anything that harmful in it?
Probably not, but still, you know, don't do it. But yeah, no, there's a brand that I work with, and the guy who is the director of like the Western side of the business is based in Cyprus, and yeah, he said about coming to Cyprus actually. So maybe.
I'm in a really awkward angle.
I've got enough trips this year to do. I'm going to Spain in like about a month and a half, then off to China, then off to Taiwan, then back home, then probably off to Germany, and then back home, and then off to Turkey.
Off to Germany?
Yeah, Gamescom.
Oh, I didn't know we were doing that this year.
Yeah, probably. Lay it top down view. Yeah. Lay it down. People want to see.
Hang on. It's going to fall. I just need to get this on slightly. There we go.
Okay.
Laying it down.
I wish I was bragging, but it's like I don't normally do holidays because I'm always working. So this for me is just finally I get to go away.
That you're going on holiday to Spain. My holiday is a weekend in London.
Whoop, whoop. Hey, some people like that. Yeah,
Oh, I mean-
sometimes a staycation is okay.
I'll have fun though because I'm going to be going to some live shows.
I'll challenge you to the amount of countries. Aren't you a pilot? I think that's a bit unfair.
That is cheating.
Yeah. That's like me saying I'll challenge you to who has the most computer components. I win.
Get this to a decent level.
Never enter into anything like that without knowing your competition first. But no, maybe I'll do Cyprus at some point like next year or something. Who knows?
I think I've been to Cyprus.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's nice. It was warm, but you know.
My holiday is down the road. Yeah, I've been to that part of the country. It's quite nice.
Been to holiday
West
down the
Country.
road. Is there like a Butlins or something?
What?
Down the road.
Down the road. I mean, our local Butlins, I'm pretty sure got shut down. That was in East Sussex.
Is it Butlins I'm thinking of?
Don't know.
I went to Camber Sands on a school
there was
trip.
a Butlins down. No,
Yeah.
Pontins. That's
Pontins.
what got
Oh.
shut down. Yeah, it got shut down because it looked like a prison camp.
Yeah, I went to Camber Sands once, and that was one of the worst school trips I've ever been on.
Yeah.
It was incredibly windy, and it was a beach, so there was sand everywhere.
Yep.
Someone fell over, got a massive gash down their leg that
Nice.
sand was blowing into, and we had to break into a locked public bathroom to clean his wounds.
Wow.
And then the teachers came in like, "What are you doing in here? You're meant to be..." And then they just saw a bleeding leg, and they went, "Okay, you're forgiven. Come on."
Dan is here. Dan, how we doing? Happy Friday. I said it again
Why did you say it again?
because I like to trigger people. Okay, any interaction is good interaction.
While we're here, I'm going to take these out.
What ones do we need? Second and third? Looks like it.
I think so, yes.
Yeah, it does look like it. Michael said that does look mighty clean. I agree. Butlins is still in Bognor Regis. Yeah, I think has my missus been there? I think she might have gone there for like a, or is it somewhere else for like a Boys Own Westlife type thing? They do them like 90s things. It might have actually been Margate. I don't know. But yeah. Got home to find my chainmail was printed. Currently just snapping it, so it's a bit wobbly. Right. We need to get the connector into here for the AIO.
Just thinking about rear fan because I don't know if the software is a fan of more than one of those hubs,
I haven't found out in a bit.
and we'd need 3,
Okay.
and we'd need to split it in a really weird way. Actually, no, it's not going to work because the board has 2 USBs,
Yes.
and
The hub's not daisy chain at all.
no,
Oh, okay.
they give you a splitter.
Yep.
There, just showing it.
Yep.
They give you a splitter, but the bandwidth only goes so far.
Okay.
And with the fact that this needs one as well, we'd have to get essentially three
into
USBs.
one.
Yeah, so it's not going to work.
So what are we going to do?
I mean, we can potentially split it 2 and then 2, but I don't know if it's going to like it. And if it doesn't, it means we're going to have problems with RGB later. So I'm leaning on, we don't necessarily need a back fan.
To be fair, once we've set it, we could probably disconnect it and then it should still be fine.
No, because it stores it on the hub, not on the fan.
Oh, okay. How did we do it with the last NZXT one? Because we had loads of fans in that.
I think we had more USB
No,
going on.
It would have only been 2. Most motherboards have only got 2. So
Didn't we go for just white?
maybe.
We just went for default.
Maybe that's what we do then. I mean, black, white, and white. Yeah, works. So yeah, never know. Yeah, we're just toying with the idea of how we're going to fit everything in because of the amount of hubs that we need and the amount of USB 2s that we need.
Yeah, we have half the amount of USB compared to what we need.
Yeah.
So
I can't believe they can't be daisy chained.
yeah, I mean, I'll give you the hub, and then you can see
All of our NZXT RGB accessories can be daisy chained with each other to improve the cable management of your build. This is made possible through connection cables that go between many different NZXT products.
I mean, these fans don't have that. That sounds like an older thing.
Maybe.
Because I know their older stuff did have the little daisy chain cables.
So yeah, we have a splitter that takes 2 USBs into 1 USB. The motherboard has 2 USBs. Then we have this.
We have 2 of these.
We have 2 of them, but we have 3 fans at the top, so that's 1 of them.
Yep, and then 3
at the side. That's another.
And then another hub, so we'd need 3 hubs.
Yeah, because you can only fit 3 devices into one.
Yeah.
So like 3 fans into one, another 3 fans into one, another fan into one, and then you've got the one for the screen, which is on its own USB.
So if you're doing the maths at home, you've probably realised, much as I have, yes, we have enough USB technically. My concern, based on experience we've had with other builds, is whether or not the bandwidth is enough for that many fans.
As long as they can, we'll see 3 hubs fine. So
hopefully.
Yeah, let's give it a go. Right.
But I need another hub because we've got 1, 2. I need to grab another one.
Okay. Chuck me a fan and I'll get the rear one in.
The fan is in this box. Do you want...
One USB port on the board can usually go for multiple ports, so I think 2 would be enough for 4 hubs. We should be okay, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, it's just I've had experience trying to use 4 hubs on 2 USBs, splitting it and stuff, and it didn't work right. So I'm just a little concerned on that. Just to
can the rear fan not just plug into the board? It's more the RGB, not the PWM.
Yeah, that's the problem. Do you want these fan screws or do you want the ones from the case?
Whatever.
I'll give you the ones from the case.
Whatever.
Then...
So if I do that there, that can tuck down, so that's fine.
Send a bit of plastic
driver. Yeah, I think this is shaping up to look very, very nice. Try and see the best way to learn. Exactly.
Whoa!
Okay, there's some chunky monkey ones.
On our last stream,
which was a Corsair one, we were talking about their new fan screws are kind of game changers, let's be honest.
These are very long.
And these are wild. Like, it's so massive.
Yeah, if I go overhead, you see how long these screws are?
Look how big the
head is.
That's weird. Alright. So I can either pull a full hub or a hub where the USB thing has been taken off.
So I'll let you figure that out while I put this in. These are some chunky monkey screws, I will admit.
Never seen a fan screw quite like that.
No, it doesn't cut into it, which is quite nice. It's still quite stiff to do, but it's definitely a step in the right direction. So. Right.
Because if we... Alright. I've grabbed a hub.
I hope you know where all these hubs and that go.
Yes.
Like when we go to put them all back and stuff.
2 of them are from our GPU system, 1 of them is from the cooler.
Oh, okay.
So,
Can you sort out the cable for this fan? It just needs poking down into that corner. So yeah, 3 fans in the front is intake and the 3 in the top is exhaust. Shouldn't that be enough? It should be, but you know.
completionist.
Yeah, we got another one. There's a space for it, so why not?
Could we lift this up?
Has Andy done any of his OnlyFans joke yet? No. I didn't want YouTube to like penalise me on the old algorithm.
Let's get this up a bit so I can see what I'm doing a bit better.
Pull.
And where's the other one?
Got it?
Yep. There is a little hook.
Yep, trying to get to it. Nearly. Yep. Nearly.
A bit more
You got
slack.
one in.
Oop.
No, you got none in. Yep, pull. That's it.
There
So
we go.
yeah, there's a little hook to just hold the cable at the back on like the little ledge.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So,
Fun part, finding a place to put hubs. Yeah. This has got quite a lot of room in this case though, so we should be okay.
oh, there is a lot of space under the power supply. Hang on. There's a lot of space under the power supply.
Yeah, so tons of space over here to put hubs and whatnot. Lots of hubbub.
Okay, could you go to overhead just for a second so I can explain what I'm doing here? So, that is the connector for the hub, right?
That is some blur as well.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's
you
go.
get the point.
Let's just put that like
Oh no, it's magneted.
Right, there you go. Now you can explain it at a lower point.
That is the hub. Hub? Yeah, the hub connector. It's, I guess standard USB 2.0 connector. We have another one here, like this, where it's just gone. The TV will turn off shortly. Oh no, I think it's on the PC case? Yeah, it's on the PC case. Okay.
Done.
The reason for this is because, this connector supports 2 devices because it's got the same things on the other side. So what we're going to do is this is going to plug into this, and they're both going to combine into one USB, which just completely alleviates the need for this, which does the same thing.
Where even is that connector?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. So yeah, a bit of a bodge job, but does the trick. So yeah.
If you're if you're confident making this kind of modification, it does mean that it's a little bit neater looking in the end.
Yeah. So Moonlight said the Sapphire Nitro Plus has a connector on the GPU to add a fan. It does.
It does.
It has an ARGB connector on there and everything. The problem is these fans do not have a standard ARGB connection, so that goes out the window.
The Gree has that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, check out our Gree review after the stream.
Yeah. So these fans have like a proprietary connector on there, so it's just not going to work anyway.
Yeah, I will say one of my biggest things with any company, this isn't going to anyone specific, just any company, I think proprietary connectors for RGB, I just don't like them.
No,
it should be
standard.
universal.
Yep.
And then any proprietary-ness should come from like a USB, which isn't a proprietary connector,
Yep.
within software. Don't limit me, because I don't like to be limited.
Catherine put, that's too brave for me to mod USB cables like that. I mean, it's mainly signals. There's like the very small amount of power, but yeah, it's done. So
Yeah, I've done that in my own personal system as well.
So you're manually daisy chaining it, Brandon.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah. So yeah, right. So we good now?
Yeah.
Cool.
We need the back of the case.
Alright, it's getting a bit heavy now, I will admit. To be fair, that motherboard on its own is quite heavy.
Alright, so we've got 2 of those are going to plug into one of the USBs, and then the other hub that we have is going to plug into one of the splitters with the cable for the AIO. I hope everyone's following.
Sounds like you got it covered.
And then between all of it, they each need one SATA power thing, which is why I picked a 4-way SATA cable earlier.
So yeah, I guess like with any form of PC building, it's just kind of looking at the components you got and just like, that's why we always prepare a little bit before and just kind of think, right, what are we going to need? Have we got all the components, this, that and the other, and just trying to sort of visualize how things are going to be. So So yeah, Dan's talking about our Discord. So he's one of our moderators on Discord. He was actually nice enough to invite me to his wedding as well.
Yeah, I remember seeing the pictures from that.
Yeah. So yeah, and Dan's just put the link to our Discord in there. So yeah, head on over to our Discord. It is the least toxic Discord server in the world. We talk tech, we talk gaming, we talk general stuff. And I think the main thing is it's just been a nice hub, like a theme of hubs here. It's just been a nice hub for people to, you know, speak to like-minded people on the internet and things like that. So yeah. Right, how are we getting on?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone else, we've reached the point where I will go quiet for a bit, do some cabling, and you're going to chat with Andy.
Yay! My favourite part. We also untoxically bully each other. Yeah, it's all in jest though. It's all fun. So yeah. But no, it is. Yeah, just a place I'm on there every single day, whether I type or whether I read and all that stuff. That's yeah. But did you go to Dan's wedding? That's the hot £1 million question. Yeah, because I said Dan invited me to his wedding, but I was like, oh, no. You are beneath me. I'm not going to your wedding. No, I did go. Yeah, me and my fiance ended up going. It was a lovely day. We stayed there overnight and everything. Yeah. So was all good. Was hoping for a 4090 as a wedding gift. It failed. I mean, I like you, Dan, but I don't like you that much. No, I'm joking. No, it was a lovely day though. Jacob, I joined the server. Somehow ended up with a job. So yeah, that's true. There was a splitter for the thing. There it is. So there was that for the free fans at the front.
Yes, and then
I did.
The AIO has got its own thing.
That one's separate. That one's separate, and then that one should be plugged in. So there you go. They need plugging into there.
Let me just plug that in there.
Yeah.
Grab that. Got it.
Got it. Right. So yeah, Brandon's just doing a little bit of cable management. It's more connecting than actual tidying cable management and stuff. Because it's a live stream and, you know, we're more about the business side, even though this case has got, you know, lots of cable tie, Velcro straps and things like that. We're not going to focus too much on that side because, yeah.
The goal is to get it working and then never let you see this side again.
Yeah, and then next week dismantle it. So, yeah. Because obviously someone is going to win this case, so we need to dismantle it so that we can ship that out. So, did you enjoy the swings at the wedding? It was interesting. So the place where the wedding happened was they had like rooms as well to stay in, and the rooms had swings in them.
I remember the picture of that.
It was so strange, so strange.
Actually, on the topic of the giveaway, if anyone here is one of the winners from one of the previous streams, just want to check with you that the cases actually did arrive all right.
I haven't heard from them, so that's normally a good sign.
Yeah.
As in, normally it would be like, why hasn't my case come yet?
Yeah.
Where's my free stuff? And things like that. But no, I haven't heard from them, so all good. So yeah.
But it's always, if you are here, I thought it was worth asking just to see if everything's going good.
Yeah. So how far along are you now? Okay. It's still looking like a mess.
It's going to look like a mess because I'm not going to try to make it tidy.
So yeah, once we've got it all built and that, then yeah, we'll do the giveaway stuff. What we generally do with the giveaway is I will type in a phrase into the chat. You know, I want to win the da-da-da case with da-da-da and eTeknix. All you've got to do is copy and paste that in. We basically have a start point and end point. You put all that in, and then at the end of it, I'll be like, right, no more entries. We count how many there are. We go on random.org. It picks a winner randomly, and then that's it. So yeah.
You'll have about a minute, I think it was.
Which club was that in? Talking about the swings. Yeah, it was very strange. I mean, I'm from the south of England. This was more north than where I live, so maybe it's a northern thing. I don't know. My cable management doesn't even exist. Yeah, 1 entry per person for the giveaway, multiple entry attempts. Dan will delete all your messages. He's harsh but fair. Cable management for a case that's going to be stripped later. Usually, can I get the side back on, shove them in? Yeah, exactly that. That's kind of our whole principle. Of as long as it looks good on the business side, then yeah, it doesn't really matter.
I mean, for most people, I don't think they really care if it looks nice on the non-business side.
Yeah. John Pez Pro, he's clearly seen a stream of ours before. Hi guys, hope you're enjoying the building. Hope it will turn on for the first time. clearly been on one of our live streams before where we may or may not have had power issues, should we say, with things not turning on and stuff like that.
My favourite one was the last one. We spent ages trying to figure out why are the fans not working, and then we go, they're not plugged in.
Yeah. It's sort of PC building 101, I guess.
Plug the fans
Plug
in.
the fans in. Yeah. No one needs to know what goes on in the back. Wonder if the test monitor will work. Yeah, we've got our fancy-pantsy one that we showed earlier. For anyone who didn't see that, you're in for a real treat.
Oh, we're not going to be using that, are we? We're not going to be using that, are we?
I might do just to see if it's like working, like the actual
working.
main thing. No, the system.
I mean, we have a fancy way of showing everyone. There's just straight into capture card.
Oh yeah, there is a fancy way. Yeah, true. Yeah, so we don't need a screen, so that's fine. Right.
Screen.
Are you nearly done?
Just need to do RGB, which really doesn't matter too much.
It does, because if the RGB is not on.
I mean, the order doesn't matter too much. As long as the ones from the right places are plugged into the same hub, it doesn't really matter.
Can we non-toxic bully Dan was in Discord? I will allow it. So it is written, so it shall be done. I guess I'd have to write it to actually make that applicable.
Yeah. New rule.
So
in
it is
eTeknix
said, so it
Discord.
shall be done. There you go. So no, all good. Like I said, hopefully you are enjoying this stream. If you haven't already, please put a like on here. If you're not subscribed, do that as well. We have some really cool content coming up. Also, the link has been put in for the Discord. Definitely head over to there. And if you want to help support us, you can for the very, very low cost of, I think it's like $2.50 a month, something like that. It helps afford my coffee habit. But no, it does help support us like you wouldn't believe, and you get exclusive behind the scenes content. Like Patreon monthly live streams, bi-weekly game nights where we play some really stupid but fun games like GeoGuessr and Cards Against Humanity and things like that. There's lots of people in the chat who will, testify to that it is
I'll vouch for you.
the highlight of a Saturday or every other Saturday. NZXT vertical GPU mount. I have got one somewhere, but
Couldn't tell you where.
no idea where it is. So yeah, we're just going to go horizontal on this. And to be fair, I think the horizontal will work well because the RGB is going to shine off the back of the backplate of the GPU, and I think will look, very good.
And then,
Are we done yet?
so nearly there.
We're nearly there. So Dan put, I recommend bullying someone called Welshie in the Discord. I'm going to change Dan's name in Discord to Welshie, so everyone just like
Change it to the Welshie Dan mentioned.
the original Welshie. Yeah. But yeah, Welshie's here. I've made a lot of friends due to eTeknix Discord. Yeah, definitely. Same. So can we have a room tour? There is room tour stuff on our behind the scenes content on Patreon. So on the Discord we have a section for behind the scenes, and yeah, there's all of that good stuff on there. So yeah, we've got to, keep it separate. Can you give it to me? I'm hoping you're talking about the case. But yeah, we will do a random thing for the case. It's Europe only, just because of shipping on this one. That's what NZXT have decided. We will explain how to enter everything for the giveaway very, very soon. So yeah,
We are right there.
no idea where it is. Maybe if there was some form of inventory system. Yeah, I kind of used it more as an excuse. I don't want to vertically mount this. It's just, we've been here for 2 hours now. I just want to get this done because it is Friday.
I don't know how well it would work though, because the vertical mount from NZXT kind of relies on
It does,
a
yeah.
base.
Yeah, I don't know if this will accept a vertical mount. Probably won't actually. Yeah, I don't think it'll work. See, Scotty Doggy, you are just confusing everyone now. He's put, for your information regarding any graphics card queries, I put an XFX 7900 XT in the H6 Flow. The XFX support bracket is 380mm long, and it's fine with about an inch to spare. It's 380mm long and has about an inch to spare. Pick a system and stick with it. It's like, yes, the metric system. Haha, I fooled you. Imperial. Do you know what I mean? Sorry, I just thought that was funny. That's what I was on about, Andy, in regards to the mount. What size fans can you put in the base of this case? 140mm.
Only.
Only. It only has space for 140mm.
Unless you want to just rest some 120s in there, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it.
How do I enter the giveaway? Pretty sure I said that.
Alright.
About a minute ago. We're not doing the giveaway yet. It will be once we get this system all booted up and everything.
As far as I can tell, we need to put the GPU in,
We
and
do.
then we're good. I've got 2 screws there. I can't see what's happening.
It's the top bracket.
Oh, is it one of those things where like
It just sort of is down ever so slightly. At least I think that's what it was. Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Screws. So, graphics card is in with tons of room to spare, and then 3 fans on the corner are going to keep it nice and cool. God, that is a clean looking build, you have to admit. How do I guarantee that I win the giveaway? You have to give me $1,000.
You have to kill every other potential participant, so you're the only one who comments.
Wow. You're inciting violence now.
And you have to do it really quickly.
Can you tell in Indian rupees? Whatever $1,000 is in Indian rupees, then you can win this $100 case. I think we're good.
Should we get some panels on?
Should we get some power in? I'm cautious. I took them all out, didn't I?
Why did you take it out?
Because it was annoying me the other day. So if you can
Okay,
find
I
a
don't
power
know
cable,
where it is then.
find me a kettle lead.
I mean, we can just use the one from this tiny monitor.
We can, yeah.
And then, as I said, we've got a special way of showing the people all of what we're seeing.
Yeah. So, and also, yeah, you said about Indian rupees. The giveaway's not open to India, so there's that. Are we good to go?
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab the HDMI.
Okay, I'm just going to see if it boots up first.
Yeah, I'm just making sure we have it.
That power supply.
Yeah.
So it boots up.
Some power supplies have a tendency to make a scary noise.
Yeah, just like a sort of noise when it boots up. Thanks.
That's pretty much the whole length that you've got.
I've run out of length. So yeah, it boots up, so that's good.
Every fan spinning, every fan lit.
Okay, so we're ever so slightly blocking the memory, but you know what? I'm okay with that. EU only would mean no UK. That's why I said Europe. I'm pretty sure I said Europe. I did say Europe, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right, so that's on. Is it going to... No.
Oh, great.
So we need to figure out why that is. It might be because I've plugged the HDMI.
The power isn't on the GPU.
I knew that.
We caught it quickly this time.
Didn't we do that last time as well?
I think we did. We get so excited.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, let's see if it boots. And then just, yeah, forget. Need a smidge more cable. I think we're good. I think I'm good. Now I can take it back in. Right, so now, we haven't got keyboard and mouse for this, so yeah.
Not yet. I can.
But we should be good. We
grab
should be
something.
good. So hopefully now, everything boots up and everything will be good.
Do you want me to grab a keyboard and mouse quick?
Yes, please.
Cool. I need my keys, which I left over on the other side of the room.
Yes. Yeah, I think the light blue actually looks really nice as standard. And we have boot. And we have Windows.
Whee! Yeah, I was thinking. I was like, we don't need to. We already pre-installed it on the drive.
Yeah.
Is cam on it?
And now it's gone off.
It might be doing a driver thing.
Yeah, it might be. And it's back on. Yep. So we are good. It works. The amount of echo when you open that door. So, yeah. I think it looks good. What does everyone think? Are we liking the blue? What colours should we go for? We're just going to grab a keyboard and mouse, and then we can have a look at other colours and things like that. We will turn down the brightness as well, just so we can get a better idea as to like the RGB and things. So Welshie says RGB, as in all of the colours, all of the rainbow. Not gonna lie, I'm not an RGB person, but that looks really nice. The memory light lines up great with the cooler hub thing. Yeah, I think it looks really, really good. Do you see what I mean about that memory? It is like amazing to look at. Looks nice blue, green, purple. Clock's way off. What clock? Clock? I don't see a clock. Oh, the clock on the screen. Someone said the clock's way off. I'm like, the LCD's thing's not showing the clock. It's the clock on Windows. So
How off is it?
it says that it's 2:49.
Oh.
It's actually 6 minutes past 5 here. So
Here is a mouse.
cool. Got a keyboard?
I do. It's in here. I saw it a moment ago.
We have a
Here it
mouse.
is.
Oh, I do need a monitor.
Why?
I think it's going to come up with my email address and everything.
Oh, okay. Right. Well.
So yeah, bear with us a second, and we can get into Windows, and then yeah, we can have a little look and everything.
You know, I had to get the NZXT white mouse and keyboard.
Yeah. Got to match everything up. We've still got all the peripherals and that as well, which we need to show off, which we can do shortly.
Yeah, we don't have a cattle lead.
There should be one around.
I don't know where. Yeah, I think I can harvest one.
Is UK included in the giveaway? It is indeed. So anywhere within Europe.
To be perfectly honest, UK is the one place that's pretty much always guaranteed to be part of the giveaway because it's where we are.
Yeah. We have all of the products for streaming. Literally all of them. Headset, mic, capture card, or capture hub. So yeah, we will talk about them momentarily. So yeah, getting there. Turkey included. Turkey is in Europe, so yes. HDMI.
I don't know where that is. We have 3 plugged into the system. I'll just give you the one that's plugged into the.
Well, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, we just need to log into Windows, and I don't want to show off my email address and all that jazz.
All private information.
Yes. Didn't you hate it when cable wants to go one way and it's like you want it to go the other way? Right. Got a keyboard over here and a mouse here. Alright, set up my pin. If it just takes me straight in and I haven't actually got to do anything, that's going to be annoying.
Just a moment. Is what it says.
It also says my last name wrong. I don't know why. When I log into my Microsoft account, it's right.
Weird.
So, the man spread mouse and keyboard. Yeah, it is full on like this is how I game generally. It's like how a man would sit in a chair, legs open. This is basically the equivalent.
You're saying it's gaming man spreading?
That's I didn't. It says the man spread mouse and keyboard position. We need internet. Where's the other Ethernet cable?
It's around. I think
They're both terminating somewhere there.
This.
Okay. No, it's not.
Well, it looks like it was.
Hmm.
This side is.
That's lit up. So yeah, I think colour-wise, someone said purple, someone said green. There was a few different colours and stuff. So
we did earlier get a request for white on the memory.
we did.
So we'll put white on the memory briefly for you if you're still in chat. Hopefully you are.
Right, the internet is just... the board has got Wi-Fi, but because we had pre-installed Windows onto the SSD using a different system, hasn't got the drivers for this particular Wi-Fi.
I like that there's so many big things in the way now that both of our faces are cut off.
Right, let me log in. You can do it.
Oh.
You know the password.
Is it just a normal one?
It's the same as yours. Okay. Yep. One moment, please. Dun, dun, dun,
I'd recommend you type that in and not read it out.
I've got to wait to actually get it. There it is. Excuse me.
Dang it. There we go.
Microsoft and their security.
Are you sure?
I could just cancel that now, can't I?
Yeah, and then it won't care anymore.
No. It's like, you need to reset your PIN. You're like, cancel. It's like, okay. It makes no sense.
Oh, but no one wants to do that. Sign in to not miss out. Oh.
And Cam is on here. Right, do you want to unplug from here, plug it into there, we'll get it up on the screen, we'll turn the lights down. Huzzah.
Before I unplug that, I noticed Cam is updating.
It is, yeah. It's always updating. It's probably doing firmware and stuff as well.
Every software updates all the time.
So, yeah, we're just going to get the actual operating system up on the stream so you guys can see exactly what we're doing. We're going to turn the lights down so you can see the colours on this a lot better.
Question.
Yes.
Are we just turning the lights off? Just the side ones?
Yeah, we should be alright. Okay, so we have that. I can't see diddly squat. This is so small.
Bring up the 4K utility.
Would it show me that in there?
Should.
That one?
I don't see why it wouldn't.
True.
And you can just change the signal, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, nothing's plugged into that one. This is 3. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. So yeah, now I can just move that. So if we go down there and then move that over to there just so I can see what's going on. Right.
I'm gonna have a drink.
I'm trying to control the thing with the wrong mouse. That's clearly not going to work. So yeah, you should all be able to see everything now. Hopefully the RGB on this you can see a bit better now as well.
Are we quickly running a game on this one or
Nah. Let's just show all the colours and stuff. So what colour should we go with first? The RAM is not showing. No, that comes under lighting, doesn't it? Is it going to show? Nope. RAM's not showing.
That's annoying.
That is annoying.
I think I have a...
Do Clef have their own software?
I don't know, but I think I know a software that would work.
What one? One of the
G-Skill.
open source ones? Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe. Right. So, screen-wise, yeah, we can change that to basically whatever we want. At the moment it's on liquid temperature. We can change it to CPU temperature, which it's now showing, which is keeping things nice and cool and under control.
Do you want this one off as well?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, very moody.
I like it.
So, let's change... We'll have it on fixed. So that's on white at the moment. I think someone wanted purple, didn't they?
How many fans does it show? Is there a uniform...
It's got
thing?
RGB controller with 3, and then it's got another RGB controller with 3, and then another one with 1.
Okay, it picked up all of them then. That's good.
It did, yeah. So, is one of the fans now purple?
Yes.
Okay.
It's over by me. Is there just a uniform everything do one thing kind of button?
Maybe. No.
Although they look like presets.
They do.
NZXT purple. Ooh,
So
look at that.
That's the spectrum. Can you try black RGB? So yeah, that's the RGB spectrum.
There was a purple.
There we go. Come on, that looks pretty cool for unicorn, puke, or whatever you want to call it.
If I pull this a little bit further centrally, give it a bit of a, that kind of thing. I'm going to zoom in a little bit.
I think that's fine, to be fair.
I was just going to get a little bit of zoom.
Go on then. Looks like Blackpool. True.
Yeah, and then it's just a little bit more zoom.
Yeah, it's probably lost focus completely.
Well, I'll focus it. It's very hard to tell. That's out of focus.
There we go.
That's in focus.
Yeah.
I think that.
So yeah, we've got Pukicorn. Are the fans included in the giveaway? No, but the case does come with 3 white RGB fans anyway. So that's Spectrum Wave. We can actually change to NZXT Purple. Oh, I quite like that. Obviously, we'd have to change the colour of the memory, but the memory isn't showing up on the CAM software. So,
Yeah, I think we'll need a different software for that.
Mm.
As I say, I think I have experience with using Clev memory with the G-Skill software.
Yeah.
So that should work.
Yeah.
Also, the color isn't representing that well. In real life, it's very different to what you're seeing.
It's more sort of pinky here.
Like
They're seeing it more like a bluey kind of colour.
Lilac-y, kind of violet-y kind of color, I think.
Yeah.
Would you
Yeah,
describe
definitely. So what else have we got? Red alert.
It's white and red blinking.
Yeah. Got some like GoldenEye kind of vibes going on. Vaporware. See, I really like this like cyan sort of colour. I think that looks really nice.
I've always been a fan of it. Oh, and you can customize the screen on the cooler however you want as well.
Mermaid. That's quite nice.
That is actually one of my favourite colours, to be
Yeah.
perfectly honest with you.
Goes really nice with the white.
Again, it's not showing super great for you guys. It's a
No.
It's a bit nicer. It looks a bit.
It's more vibrant to us
Yeah.
than it is on the stream. And yeah, audio level.
Audio
So
level.
if we were playing audio, then yeah, that would just be like bouncing around all over the place. So, and then yeah, sort of back to white. Like I say, we could change the memory and stuff, but I believe we have got pictures of how this memory looks on the review that we did for it. So
Yeah, that's all RGB-ified. There's not like white or something.
put eTeknix on the screen. I don't think I have a picture of me anywhere. Someone want to send one on Discord? Where are we? You have to go to image GIF.
There's not anything weird on this drive, is there?
No.
I don't know. You might open up a folder and there's just like a folder of nothing but 19 chimpanzees, and it's like then you have to
Okay.
explain why there's 19 chimpanzees on the computer.
Because 20 was too much and 18 wasn't enough, clearly. Let me go grab the logo. I need to do it on that computer.
Yeah, we're not gonna log into Discord on
No.
the system.
Close. Right. Do me a favour. Type in eTeknix.com. That's it. Wait. Stop. Press delete and then press enter. I'm pressing it on this
Delete.
keyboard. Yeah, press delete and then press enter. It's really weird. He's controlling the keyboard. I'm controlling the mouse.
And I can't see what I'm typing at all.
No. So save the image. I'm just saving the image so we can put it on to the screen. It's only the white logo, but it will do.
We need the
Upload.
business card image, really.
I could grab that off Twitter. Oh, it doesn't fit everything in. It's just the K, because it's such a long thing. So yeah, I need to go to, do me a favour, go to x.com/eTeknix.
I like that you tried to do it and it was like, okay. Sign in.
Yep. So I can get around that by just going like that. Nope.
Bloody Elon, what you done?
Facebook.com/eTeknix. I just need to grab this image. It's all worth it. Can it run Horizon Forbidden West? Yes, it can. Yes, it can, Dover. I'm actually kind of sick to death of that whole game now. Right, press enter. So, we're nearly there.
You know, I mentioned lose.
Still doesn't fit it in. Oh, you can zoom out. Oh, okay.
Hey. Can you zoom out further? I mean,
That
zoom out as
should
far
work.
as you can, I guess. Yeah,
Okay.
that looks good.
Save.
Hey!
There we go. Look at that. Alright, that looks pretty dope. Come on. How good does that look? With the eTeknix logo.
Is that hypothetical, or are you asking me?
Both.
I think it's good. That screen is really clear.
It is really, really clear. Yeah, the quality of that screen is absolutely amazing. Like, really, really good. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So yeah, I definitely recommend this cooler. I prefer the Elite one. The other one is a much smaller screen. It's like a square inside the circle.
It is admittedly a little weird.
Well, she said put
you
the
can make it
fans to
work.
blue. Should we do the cyan one again? That was it mermaid? No, that was like the greeny colour.
He probably
Which
means
still
like
looks
like an eTeknix blue.
nice.
Is there like a static or something, and you can just change one color or something?
No,
like
you have to do them all separately, which is a bit annoying. I mean, that blue looks nice, I think, anyway. Oh, it's changed the thing, though.
Oh, did you not save it?
I guess not. Image GIF.
There's a one at the bottom.
There we go. And yeah, if we change the memory, then, you know, all would be good. Much cheaper, though, with the smaller screen. It is, but I would say it's worth it to have the, mini IPS. I think they are. I can't remember the resolution. It probably says on the AIO box.
That's around somewhere.
Which is here. It's a 2.36 inch wide angle LCD screen with a 640 by 640 display. But it is so clear.
I mean, for that size, that is somewhat unnecessary.
It is, yeah. But yeah, I think it looks really, really good. If they put a high refresh rate screen on the AIO. So, should we get some lights back on?
Yeah, where's my 4K 144 hertz?
Little
AIO
mini screen, yeah. I want to play Doom on it. Play Doom on everything else.
Yeah, you can play Doom on lawnmowers.
You can. Oh, that's a bit bright.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Where does that come from?
I don't know, was that...
Was that you?
No, it was me.
Oh, okay.
My phone thought I said else.
Yeah, 640 by 640, big enough to play Doom just fine. Yeah.
Now if you turn the lights on, it's like reality
Yeah.
is washed out.
Tell me about it. So yeah, pretty good build I think overall. You know, I mean spec wise, this is pretty awesome. Top of the top, creme de la creme for like the Intel platform with the NVIDIA 4080 Super. So yeah, we have got, obviously I did say that I'd give some mentions out to this. We did say this is like the ultimate gaming slash streaming PC. NZXT actually make quite a lot of streaming products. The first one being the Signal HD 60.
It's been
That's
completely
very
blown out.
There we go. Signal HD 60. So you can basically have this inline. So you plug into it and then plug into your monitor. Full USB capture card. And yeah, you're going to get HD 60. Actually does, yeah, 1080p 60, ultra low latency, supports HDMI 2.0. And yeah, has the pass-through as well. And it's Type-C for power and data. So yeah, I've used this before. It's actually very, very good. These are just things that I'm just giving an honorary mention to. The Relay headset, really, really good. DTS certified. They actually do a stand with it as well. I've got the speakers in the other room, hence why we're not featuring them now. But the speakers are very, very good. I've got the sub, but it's not fitted. There's quite a lot of bass to the speakers anyway. But they do a stand for this that when you take the headphones off, it switches to the speakers. Then when you put the headphones, yeah. So it automatically switches based on if the headphones are on the stand or not. That is pretty cool, I've got to admit. So yeah, no, the headphones do look like Sony. and high-res audio as well. They spent, I think it was about 7 years developing these.
I remember when they first got announced.
I went to Computex and they were like, these are our relay headphones. And I was like, you know what? They're a little rough around the edges and that, but I can see it probably about a year away. Then they put up a thing on their website saying it's not to the standard that we want to release it at. So they just scrapped it for like 5 years.
Yeah,
And then they brought it all out
I
together.
do
last
remember
year.
the initial announcements and stuff because they had a very different design for like everything. It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
all kind of a modular, all locked in, and like I think the headphones were open back. I
Yeah.
think they had open back ones with the same design,
Yeah.
even on them. And to describe the design, it's that.
These holes. Yeah, so even the stand has still got like the holes and everything on it. It's the same as on their other cases and things like that.
Their switch thingy does actually lock in with those holes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So they did keep that idea.
Yeah, because you got like they've got like it's almost like a DAC thing, haven't they?
Yeah,
As
which
part of the stand. Yeah, the relay stand. Also, the microphone. I use one of these personally myself in the office.
you use the
and
mini one though.
I use the mini one on the mini boom arm. Absolutely amazing quality. It's plug and play, does the job. When it first got released, we actually I noticed a problem with it. It wasn't doing audio properly, but they brought out a firmware fix. Now it's absolutely fine.
We made a video on the fix, and then
Yes.
you used that mic for the entire video, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was because of the playback and the way that Windows did. Because what is it? It's 24-bit 192. Is it?
24-bit 96.
96 kilohertz. Yeah, but in Windows you actually have to put your playback and recording at the same. Otherwise, when you speak into it, it's fine. When you play it back, it's like yeah. So it was an issue, but it got fixed through firmware, and no other reviewer picked up on it. So yeah, everyone else was like, it's amazing, it's great. I'm like, you didn't even use it, did you? But that's just that. Right. Who would like to win a case? Not you.
I'm not allowed to.
No. Either is Jacob, if he's still in the chat.
He is allowed to tell people if they are allowed to win.
Yeah. So the giveaway is open Europe only. I can close this now. So yeah, Europe only, just purely because of the shipping side of things. It does have a side panel glass. We haven't put it on because generally it will be very, 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 very reflective. If you was
Also-
here at the start of the stream, Dan, you would have seen all of this.
It also has front panel glass.
Yeah, front panel glass, and look, no A-pillar. It's just like it's missing. It's just gone.
Like you could put your head through it.
Just waiting for your hair to get caught then. So yeah. Me please, just paid out 150 on some new lights I could do with a win. Dan was working, that's why he missed. I mean,
I'm working too. I'm here.
and I'm here as well, and I'm working. So sorry.
What kind of excuse is that?
Yeah. So, right.
Like-
to win.
We've got it in 2 spots now.
What's that?
The chat
Yeah.
and the stream.
Yeah. So,
No excuse, Dan. Exactly, Jacob. You tell him.
right. So, I'm going to put something into the chat. All you've got to do, really, really simple. Copy and paste it. That way, you know that it's worded correctly. But yeah, I won't be too particular if you haven't wrote it out properly. Basically, if you are within Europe and you do want to win this case, all shipping to Europe will be covered by eTeknix and NZXT. 1 entry per person, not multiple entries. All you have to do is put the thing that I'm putting in chat right now from yourself, 1 entry per person, and I'll let it run for 2 minutes from now.
2 minutes from now. Okay, so at past. Looking at about 30 then is when entries are cut off.
Yeah, and then we will count how many winners. All you got to do is put in the chat, I want to win an NZXT H6 Flow RGB with NZXT and eTeknix.
We're still zoomed in.
If you spell eTeknix wrong, you are automatically not entered. Has to have a capital T. Like I say, the easiest way is to just copy and paste it.
Can't see the focus at all.
The amount of people who have now like not commented for the whole video. Now they're like, here I am.
This is what I was here
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, like I say, 1 entry per person. If you do it more than once, your entries will be deleted by Dan, the mod warrior. Yeah. So yeah, 1 entry per person. So even though Dan is a mod, he doesn't work for the company, so technically he can enter.
Yeah, but if he wins, it looks
Properly sus.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's fine. I'm going to do a random.org, so like people will be able to see it anyway. I'll do it on this computer. That's the easiest way to do it.
it is.
So if I open up...
I wish there was some kind of website where you can just kind of implement it into your YouTube chat and it just pulls the right information.
You can get like bots. Oh, I've done it again. Type in random.org. Yeah, enter.
Oh, is it there?
Yep.
I can't see, and I...
Can you do Control-Shift-B, please?
Do you want me to hold controller so you can scroll in a bit?
Yeah. Cool. Right, and the time is... I'll give you 10 more seconds. If you haven't entered, then yeah, do it now. I say 1 entry per person. Dan, can you do me a favour and just count how many entries there are? So yeah, giveaway's over now. So yeah, no more entries, please. The gentleman bad boy. He's on a phone, so he had to like scroll and like, what is it? Scroll. What is it?
That's a good point, by the way. If in case there is a lot of latency, that comment from I can't read. Who was it? OK2sex. Yeah. Anything before when you say OK2sex, that is the entry.
Yep. Yeah. So no more entries now. We're just going to count how many we've got, and then random.org, and we will, yeah, get someone picked, and then I'll scroll through and see who that person is. Also, while we're collating everything, Scroll thinks says 27. While we're collating everything, if you could drop a like on this video and if you could subscribe, that will help us out like you wouldn't believe. Like I say, if you really do want to help support us, you can over on patreon.com/eTeknix. So Scroll said 27, Sloth said 19. Dan, how many do you say? How many entries have we got?
Which one of those two is better at numbers?
Yep.
Hang on, I will open it on my phone and count for myself.
Okay.
And I will.
We're very technical here in how we do things.
Very eTeknical.
Oh, I like it. I like it. 27. Okay. All right, Dan's just DMing me names.
Oh, it's all annoying and it doesn't
Cool.
highlight them.
Thank you very much, Dan.
Okay.
So yeah, we have 27 names in total. So
Your job is counting, isn't it, Sloth? Is that true?
I think so. Right, let's bring this up. So you should be able to see the screen, and you should be able to see random.org. I've got the 27 names here.
Oh, yeah, before we pick a winner, it is a rule in the streams. When you have been told you're the winner, you have to confirm within the stream that you reside within the territory that
Yes,
is
so you're within
allowed to
Europe.
win.
Yeah. So-
Otherwise, we will pick another winner.
Yep.
And you do have to let us know within the stream. It's not like you win and then we're going to message you. It's let us know within the comments of this very stream whether or not you are eligible.
Yep. So, right, I'm doing it again on the keyboard. Can you type in 27, please?
All right.
So, yeah. So, there's 27. Good luck, everyone. And the winner is... Drum roll. Number 11, which is... Irrational Sloth. I swear he's got like 3 NZXT cases. So, yeah.
I mean, we know that he's in the territory,
Yeah.
but you have to confirm anyway.
Yeah. So
It's a rule. It has to be fair.
yeah, a 4th NZXT case for me. So Sloth, the big question is, do you need a 4th case, or would you like to pass it on to someone else who could potentially actually do something with it?
Are you doing anything with the other ones you have?
No, he's only got 1 PC. So,
Why do you have so many cases?
don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna wait to see what Sloth wants to do with it. Slough, do you want it, or do you want to pass it on to someone else who potentially could actually use it for their main system? I'm entirely fine with anything, but yeah, obviously we've done this in the fairest way possible.
Yeah, it was one fair and square, but we're asking because we know, since he is a member of the Discord, we're asking personally.
Yep.
I do want it. Could maybe build a AMD build in it. What about the other cases?
Yeah. No, it's fine.
right.
Slough wants it for an AMD build, so that's absolutely fine. Sorry to everyone else who didn't win. Obviously, there could only be one winner, and that person, based on the list that Dan sent me, number 11 was Slough. So, yeah, so all good. Congratulations, Slough. That's pretty much going to wrap this one up. So yeah, it's been a pleasure. I am absolutely knackered. Like I say, been awake for, well, I've had 4 hours sleep in over 40 hours now. Thank you everyone for joining the stream. Yeah, if we can put some links into the chat for Discord, honestly, go and check it out. It is the best Discord server in the world. Discord.gg/eTeknix. Also, if you want to help support us, you can, as I've mentioned on the stream quite a few times, you can over on patreon.com/eTeknix. It's where all the cool kids hang out. So definitely check that out. And like I say, it supports us like you wouldn't believe, and you get tons of cool exclusive benefits. Other than that, it's fine if you don't do that. Thank you always for your support. Thank you for tuning into the stream. We will have another one next week where we're doing a MSI Project Zero stream, so no cables. So that's going to be a weird one because you're still going to have as many cables this side, but you haven't got to worry about that side. So
yeah. And you know what? With the side panel on this, you wouldn't even know that I didn't do any cable management.
Yeah. Hypothetically speaking, if anyone from Ukraine wins it, is it possible to ship it there?
If you have anyone within someone within Europe who would have been willing to take it, and then you sort out shipping from there.
Well, Ukraine's in Europe.
Yeah, but I mean...
But I don't think shipping stuff there is easy right now.
No, which is why I'm saying if you know someone who is willing to help you with that, then yes. But
yeah,
we're kind of... There's a reason that we're limiting where it goes.
Yeah. More live streams, please. Enjoyed your content during the pandemic. I remember that we did loads of live streams during the pandemic. So yeah, it was fun. So yeah. So next week there won't be a giveaway because I believe MSI need all the parts back. But yeah, we've got MSI Project Zero Micro ATX motherboard, a Project Zero case, so all the cables come out the back of the motherboard. MSI graphics card, MSI SSD, literally the whole kit and caboodle. So yeah. Is that Intel or AMD? That's an AMD one, so 7800 X3D, 4070 Ti Super, so slightly different from this build, which was Intel and a 4080 Super. But there we go. Hopefully I'll speak to a lot of you on Discord. Thank you for tuning in, and yeah, see you in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye-bye. Say bye, Brandon.
Bye, everyone.
Which mouse do I use? Yeah, cheers, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.